So you guys make, you put your cloaks back up in Saul's case, and with Giselle leading you back through town, you make it back there without any problem. She kind of brings you back to the waiting room, and she pops upstairs real quick, then comes back, still chewing her magical gum, and she says, apparently Lord Randall was called away. I'll make sure to take a report down on everything. You guys can just go ahead and get some sleep. He should be back in a day or two. You guys can, I don't know, do whatever weird guy shit you guys like to do. There's some straw in the room over. We kind of keep it as like a basic, I guess guest quarters. I don't know. I'm kind of bored of you guys. And she just walks out the fucking door.
Bye, Giselle.
Hey, Miss Giselle.
And she stops. She says, "Uh-huh.
Hey, do you got some more of that stuff you're chewing?"
She says, "Yeah, I do." And then she leaves.
Oh.
Fucking got him.
So what you guys can do, and this is the last time it's going to happen between every encounter. I just designed these with it in mind. You guys can go ahead and grab some sleep. If you want, you can also distribute those platinum pieces you found.
Yep,
and if certain tieflings wanted, they could also distribute silver pieces.
Fine.
It's up to you.
I pass out 2 silver to each.
So 1 platinum and 2 silver, everyone.
Yeah, everyone got 2 silver. That's what they got, right, Sauls?
Yes. I found 13 silver.
Uh-huh.
So I divvied it up. 2 to each, 3 to me. I think that's fair.
That would be 11. There's only 4 others.
So he ends up...
Now keep in mind, you guys don't know that. I'm just making sure Eppo puts down the right amount of silver on his chart.
Yes, 2 to each, and I'll keep 5 then.
Alright. You were giving me 2 silver in your math, weren't you?
No, actually. I definitely
math.
added up 8 plus 3 equals 13. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
8 plus 3 equals 11.
You have disadvantage on your next intelligence check.
but we each get a platinum, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm not that bad.
Okay, so, like I said, if you guys want, you can rack out on this nice little guest quarters and go ahead and take a long rest.
Woohoo!
All right.
And then...
Okay, so that means your hit points refill, all your spells and shit come back, just so we're clear.
Yep.
So 3 more bardic inspirations.
So before you guys go to bed, you've been given essentially a couple days, like 1 to 2 days while you're just on your own. So now that you, I don't know, have some time that someone told you guys would have, what do you plan to do with the next day?
Well, Dax wakes up, spoon
Well, no,
next to
you
Sal's.
guys are talking about this before you go to bed.
Oh.
Well, Cells
this
has some
point-
business back at the Mage Academy to take care of. Books, mostly.
I immediately start running down the locations of the Temple of Mask.
Well, Temples of Mask aren't going anywhere. Something might be going somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone.
Dax.
Dax is kind of poking at you, Seraph.
What's up, kid?
No, I was, you were asking what each of us were planning on doing next, right?
Yeah.
Well, like, you guys are sitting in this little guest room and talking about what you're doing the following day.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to look for a hunter's lodge or some kind of place that would have a tracking dog.
Oh,
Not really sure there because I've never really done hunting before, but I'm sure it can't be that hard to find, right?
You know what? You're gonna need a chaperone, kid. I'm gonna go with you.
Cells is
And
also going to do some shopping. But that's his business?
So who intends to go after the cart tomorrow?
I do.
As will I.
Just kind of a general question. How much longer are we planning on playing tonight? Or
Probably another like 2 hours.
No, wait, really?
About that, yeah.
Are you guys gonna be okay with that?
I'm good with it.
I don't know if I can stay up that long. I have to wake up at 7 in the morning.
What I can tell you is easily within about the next hour, we'll probably get to the next combat, and then I don't mind telling you that. Once that happens, you can probably just bounce and someone can take over Hershana if that's good for you.
That's fine.
So in that case, I would suggest that with the following of the probably 2 days you guys have, maybe do the cart thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cart thing it is.
we're doing that.
So what's Carl? Is the party being split up or?
Can we take a $5 though?
I'd say once you guys have your plan for the following day, yeah, we should take a quick $5.
Well, then I guess we're gonna track down this bloodhound.
Look for some place that has some kind of hunter's lounge or something.
Or possibly some sort of druid.
Yeah, that too. I never thought of that.
As this is D&D.
So if everyone is on board, then yeah, let's take a quick 5-minute break.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right,
Cool.
I'll be back. So, as you guys wake up from your long rest, which you can totally have multiple of those within a 24-hour period. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Sorry, I dropped my pencil.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I said, but I
would-
also want to.
What's up?
I want to hit the marketplace during this little free period.
We will get to that. So, in general, you guys agree on the plan to try to find the cart. So I would like some history checks about Prague.
Can I roll that with advantage?
No.
Do
That's a
I
shame.
get advantage at all?
I
Sorry.
apparently know nothing. Oh,
Would I-
Jesus!
Jesus.
Would I still be at disadvantage?
No, if I'm not going to give Ebo advantage, you can roll it normally too.
Now, you want to
Sarah's
laugh
just
about
like,
Jesus
that, Zero?
Christ!
Sarah
How
is
the
just
fuck
like, this is
do the-
Prague.
Okay, how the fuck does the new girl and the, no offense, dumbass pit fighter know about this shit?
Eh?
Alright, anyway.
Oh my god.
I mean, it
No,
depends
you
on
wanna
what we're
really be-
checking, but they could have heard it.
Now,
So,
you want to really feel bad? I actually picked history as one of my skills.
I got it from my background too, so.
anyway, God. So, Hershana, you have heard when you came here, one of the interesting things about this city is that their Mages Guild will actually offer services. One of the services they can offer for a price is essentially a minor binding of a fiend. And that one of these lower level fiends...
Oh, come on, I don't know this!
apparently not!
I'm flipping
You
a table and
fucking woke
storming
up
out.
and hit your head and forgot, okay? Don't get mad at me because of your die.
Oh,
Anyway,
man.
and that one of them could summon a being like that who would be able to track by scent. Dax, you remember that there is also a Hunter's Guild that does have a small base within the city, and that you should be able to hire a hunter who would have a bloodhound or some other equivalent who should be able to do the same.
So we got two options: either go with the Mages Guild or the Hunters Guild.
Well,
I don't know. I feel like the
thing
Hunters
or
Guild might be. I feel like the Hunters Guild might be cheaper.
I know a thing or two about the Mage's Guild.
Yeah, so once Hershana mentions that, you're like, oh yes, of course!
Right!
I'm the
I
one
can't-
who
I-
said that.
I don't know how I didn't remember that. I totally did not forget. What are you talking about?
Sal's hasn't had his coffee yet.
Fucking right. Yeah.
That's actually a really good reason as to why he doesn't know.
So those would be essentially what you're looking at, kind of your two options within the city.
Also, is this considered the next morning?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just for my notes.
Well, here's the thing. With the Mages Guild, we're more likely to get accuracy out of it in terms of being able to accurately locate that, as I
Mhm.
doubt that a fiend is going to have a harder time than a bloodhound in terms of finding those crates. But my concern is, who's bought the Mages Guild out of the houses?
The Mages Guild, like Sal's kind of fills you in, is powerful enough with its magic that they don't really fall under the noble houses. An individual mage may work for one of them or essentially be in their pocket, but no one controls the guild.
No one controls.
Okay. All right. And with the Hunters Guild?
The Hunters Guild probably works a lot with the Belphegor family in terms of trade and somewhat with the Belmondos. They do hunting. The Belmondos do more agriculture and crops, but they would still have kind of a relationship with them. In the case of the Hunters Guild, within the city, they're probably just not big enough for one of the families to be super interested in.
Mm.
But one of the families could muscle in and get the information out as to what we were looking for.
No information is 100% protected within the city.
Yeah. Fudge. All right.
I feel like mages would be higher profile. Hunter might be lower profile.
It is worth noting that because the city has a mages guild, it has laws in place for things like this. So a mage is not super likely to ask what you want a minor demon for, because if you use it to kill anyone, that's your crime, and the mage is not going to come to blame.
Not to mention, we'd also have to bring the hunter and its dog with us on this, rather, as opposed to having.
You wouldn't really be able to
other-
handle the dog yourself now.
Yeah, an otherworldly
Yeah.
being at our command.
In the case of a hunter, it's probably someone like wilderness friendly and not all that interested in the noble families. So either are viable options. I'm trying to stress that because I know in the past I've made some choices look better than others.
What do you guys think?
Like Randall.
Yeah, I kind of gave you guys Batman and then a rando with 2 knives. That did happen.
We
So
just never
honestly,
did find
though,
out who she was
I will
for.
say, I don't care where she's from. I still think this was the better choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
About finding the cart, because we have people who need to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who do
let's
we-
go with the. Well, we'll be able to get more in depth with Sal's character if we go with the Mages Guild, because we're literally going to be visiting his place of work.
Who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
we'll also
Well-
have some connections.
We'll be
I
in
get-
the same building.
Ish, yeah. Saul tends to spend most of his time in the library. This would be kind of hiring a mage who works in and around the Mages Academy, but they're more like kind of contractors. Like they're a member of the guild, and the guild will recommend someone to you, but you're hiring an individual.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
get-
going to say the scope of the building is the same, but I would probably liken this to, we're going to the Pentagon, I happen to work there.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere near my work.
I guess the
Alright.
with all those factors considered, the Mages Guild would probably be the better choice.
Yeah.
So, do we have consensus on Mages Guild?
Yes.
Yeah,
My
work.
vote.
Yep.
I'd
Yeah,
rather.
alright.
And also, damn it about mentioning the Pentagon, because I actually did work there at one point.
It's a big place, so I'm told.
He's not that cool. He did IT. Moving on.
Yeah.
It's got a whole 5 sides.
Anyway, so you guys kind of take Saul's lead, who's just like marching happy as can be towards the fucking Mages Academy.
Oh, I had some
Not even-
business there as well. Can I take care of that?
But we'll cover it later. And he asks at the right desks, and you guys get a recommendation for a wizard who lives kind of in the west side and he essentially runs like a minor business out of his house, but he'll be able to summon any kind of minor fiend you need, which you don't need to try to summon a fucking like pit fiend or a Baylor for this shit, and you should.
I just want to make it clear that my business would just be going to the library and getting 2 books.
Okay, then yeah, sure.
I grabbed 2 books.
Okay.
We go
You
up.
made
You
that.
just need
It's
new
not-
shit to read, don't you?
That is actually the reason. I am not going to lie.
Right. So you guys make your way through the west side, and you get to this inconspicuous-looking house. It's not, like, broken down, but it's not a palace. It's just a nice little house. And that's where I stopped walking.
I guess Dax approaches the front of the house and knocks on the front door.
You kind of hear some rummaging coming from inside. Who did we lose in Roll20?
That would be me coming back in.
Okay. So I just saw that and I wanted to make sure, even though we're not using it right now. You kind of hear some rummaging inside, and a short, white-haired
Echo.
man in a robe
Just
kind of
mute
opens the
him.
door, and he's like, "What? What is it? Who is there?"
Hello, sir. We were recommended to you to purchase your services.
Services? I didn't order any services.
No, we're trying to order services from you.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Come in.
I did. Oh, okay.
He's already walked off. He goes over to a desk that's just like covered in loose paperwork and books and something that's probably on a minor fire that isn't spreading. He puts on some like little glasses and he looks at you and he's like, "What are you doing here? You're not my grandson."
No, we're not.
No.
We were.
I don't have this many grandchildren.
Damn it. We
Sir, we are none of
were
your-
hoping to hire.
Why are you
your
talking so slow?
services. We
Sounds like
have
I-
need of a fiend to track a scent for us.
I don't sell beans.
Could I-
I'm gonna point the fact out that I am very close to using this to yell at him. Someone take over.
Why do you smell like sulfur?
Sals, why don't you just like enjoy the fresh air outside? I'll handle this, buddy.
So
At
does
this point,
Sal
I'm-
step outside?
Sal steps the fuck outside.
So as Dax kind of steps forward again after like getting Sauls to go catch a breather, the old man looks over at Dax and it's like, "Jacob, who was that? Why do you bring your friends here?"
He's a very good person, Grandpa. Look, we were hoping maybe you could help us out, try to find a scent.
Your little devil friend has no patience with anyone. He'll never learn any real magic.
Wow.
What is it that you need?
We're trying to find a scent, but we need something that's able to smell really good. Could you help
So
us
you
out?
need
with
a
that?
little friend from the lower belows who can find it for you, is that it?
Yes.
Did I
That's
ever
exactly
tell
what we
you
need.
about the time I defeated the Tarask?
You actually did.
No,
Okay,
you
do-
did
okay,
actually.
wait,
I remember it very vividly. It
I
was a
need to
very
ask,
great story.
does Sal's hear that?
Sure, you're just like right outside the door, and he says it loudly and proudly.
You what?
Yes, I defeated 2 Tarasks. Your hearing is not very good.
Sal just bursts back into. You have got to be joking me. There's no way.
But let me tell you, that story was nothing compared to the time I summoned the Tarask. Oh, that was such
Oh,
good
Lord.
time.
It sounds like we're in for quite of a West Side story.
I don't get
No.
that reference.
No. At that point, my character shakes his finger and goes, "No."
Where's the Friends theme when you need it?
So we're redirecting going hunting lodge?
Oh, no,
we-
no.
No, we don't need to do that. We
You
just
really
need to
want
get
to
through
try
this.
to get a hunting dog to find a scent in a city like this? Come on, come on. And he kind of starts heading down toward a door that you see heads downstairs into a basement area.
Can I do an insight check for just how much he was fucking with us and how much is actually him?
Sure, roll me an insight. Just you.
Was
since you thought of it.
absolutely fucking with us. Oh, you believe
You have no
every
fucking idea. You are very confused by this old wizard's behavior. For all you
Oh,
know,
hell.
he could be a god. And maybe he killed 2 Tarrasques.
I now believe him. I was incredulous, but now I believe. I saw the
As
sign.
he's walking down the stairs, you hear him. So there I was, warned out face to face with Mordenkainen and Elminster themselves.
Okay.
Wow.
Now following that insight check, Sal's has pulled out his notebook and is jotting this shit down like he believes every goddamn word.
You see, what's important is to make your wand better than them, you have to wrap it in fresh newt dung.
Mhm,
And it's
mhm.
very hard to get that much newt
Yeah.
dung. They're very small, you understand.
Yes, quite. I have a
he
new
takes you-
eye.
This is the best thing ever.
He takes you
Jack-
downstairs, and go ahead.
Dex doesn't even need an insight. He's gullible enough that he just takes this old man at his word.
So 3 of your party are convinced that you're now talking to an archmage. Yeah. So he gets downstairs to
Did
where
we
he
get
has an
this
intro-
wizard's name, by the way?
You can ask his name.
What was your name again?
One sec, actually. I want to do something.
He's gonna go to a random generator.
No, I'm not. That would be too easy. Okay. I have no idea if I'm actually acting this character out the way he is, but I don't care. He says, yes, I am the great wizard Galder. Galder.
Gul-
Galder. Come on now.
I'm glad you spelled it out for us.
Thank you. Jots it down in his notebook.
Yes, it's called being polite. You could all learn a thing or two about that. Didn't even close the front door. You guys realize you left the front door open.
Oh shit!
Hershana, could you get
Immediately
that?
run over and take care of that.
Yep.
So as you get downstairs, he's got kind of this small basement, but it's all, built with really solid looking stone. And in the center of it, he has an intricately drawn magic circle, which you're not sure exactly what material was used to draw this, and you feel it's probably not the best to ask the guy who summons demons for a living. He says, now. The trick to defeating a Tarrasque is you have to summon both a Baylor and a Pit Fiend, and they'll handle the entire matter. It's really quite simple. Now so you boys wanted, what was it, an Nalfish nay? Destroy your enemies and all that, right? Yes, okay, I'll get started.
No. We just
What?
need something to smell. We just need something
just
that
need
will
a
track a
tracker.
scent.
If you just need something to smell, you've already got Devil Boy right here. It kind of like
Salz, are
raises
you
his
able to
nose.
smell? Salz, are you able to smell really good?
No, I'm saying he smells. It was an insult.
Oh, that's probably me. That's the thing I want the demon to track.
Sal just
Galder's-
appears slightly crushed at the moment, but still jotting every word down.
His new icon just insulted him.
Galder, Great Wizard Galder. Because apparently now I gotta call him Great Wizard Galder. But yeah. All we need is a tracker fiend to track a scent from our location to its destination.
I see. So you want to find the scent within the city then, yes?
Yes.
That is correct.
Why didn't you just go to the Hunters Guild?
We have reasons.
He waves his
we
hand and he
heard-
says,
we-
I kid. They're worthless, honestly. At least one of them is a fiend I summoned. They don't know which one. It's very funny.
What?
Anyway.
Salz, I whispered to Salz, should we be worried about that?
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. This man's a
I
genius.
remember
can't you
the time
tell?
I tricked the old king into selling his soul to a devil. Everyone had a good time until he died. Probably not then. I miss that guy.
Could we
Out of
roll
character.
insider perception just to check if that was bullshit?
Yeah, go ahead, give me an insight check. Again, just you.
Finally,
None of it is bullshit.
finally.
You're pretty sure that he is like passing through a rhythm of lucidity and non-lucidity.
So
You don't know which was which. You just know that you can't trust anything he says.
So sometimes he's truthful and sometimes he's completely off his rocker.
Which means we might get a fiend that'll help us, or we might get a fiend that we have to fight.
He says, anyway, then, on to actual business. So, something to just track a scent. Demons tend to have the better senses than devils. They're very primal, you understand. I'm sure you understand. And he kind of waves at Saul's horns.
Saul's just nods one. Yep, primal.
He says, all right, now, I assume you want to walk through the city with a demon on a leash and let everyone see, right?
Is
No.
that a bad idea?
Bad plan. Bad
It's a
idea.
Very bad plan. Could we throw a cloak on the thing or something?
He
Or
says,
maybe
why
just a
bother
minor
with a
attack.
cloak? You could just ask the great wizard Galder for a demon that can hide its form.
I mean, is that going to cost us extra?
Well, not so much that. How are we going to follow the damn demon as it goes and hunts down that scent?
The demon is bound to you. That's part of the deal. That's part of what I handle and what you're paying for. Should the spell fail, he may attack you, but his most likely target is in fact going to be me as the man who summoned him. That's why you pay a wizard to do these sorts of things.
If-
You will be
if it-
bound to the task that you give him. He will stay
If
with
it-
you until it is completed.
Quick question. If it fails, do we get a refund?
If it fails, then you may return here, and I may refund you, or I may turn you to ash, which is a sort of a refund.
I mean, when you think about it,
So
he waves
so
you
you're
off and he
saying-
says, I have been
So you're-
doing this for over 40 years now. I assure you I can find you a little bloodhound of a demon.
Wow, you don't look a
Alright.
day over 30, sir.
Don't you fucking lie to your elders, boy!
Can I
Let's-
make a deception on that?
No, persuasion.
Yeah,
Sure.
make a deception check that you actually believe he doesn't look a day over 30.
Oh boy.
A mage
Well-
hand appears next to you and slaps you in the face.
Ow!
Now, stop interrupting me so I can get you your goddamn demon and you can get out of my house, unless you want to listen to the time I defeated the 4 Tarasques.
Yeah, let's not. Let's just let him do it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And he turns to the magic
No.
circle and he starts kind of waving his hands and muttering. And
So I lean over to Saul's. If it's goddamn, that means it's a really good demon, right?
and within the circle, you see kind of like a rend in space-time, which isn't a concept you fully grasp as medieval fucking adventurers. And shortly thereafter, there appears a small sphere of just like raw wrongness. And the sphere kind of grows and unfolds until it forms like a little green, scaly, and spiked demon that stands about 2 feet tall with kind of like just black, bulbous eyes, not sticking out, but like dome shaped, you know? And it kind of appears on the ground and it skitters for a second, figuring out where it is, and like,
Hey there, little buddy.
the wizard says, you know what? You guys are kind of funny. And he waves his finger again, and the little demon is like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And he's like, well, maybe I shouldn't have made it speak. And you see kind of a magical circle of force just kind of close on the demon's neck and just lock. And he claws at it, but it clearly has no effect.
One
He says,
question:
"Now."
Is the demon talking in common?
Yes, that was common.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay,
He essentially put something on it to translate for you.
gotcha.
And so
Battlefish.
he kind of scratches at the collar and it clearly doesn't do anything. And he says, now, you know what that is. I'm pretty sure I've worked with you before. You look just like my 6th grandson. Now then, you are going to work for these individuals. You are bound by that collar. You will obey their orders. You will not attack them or any other living creature for the next 24 hours. Upon 24 hours, the collar will, or their release, the collar will break and you will return immediately to the abyss. Do you understand? Kind of claws at the collar some more. He's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yes. And Galder turns to you and he says, there, you are now free to take the demon. With the collar on, he may pass the circle and he will obey your orders. Why are you
So-
still in my house?
Because I think we need to
which
pay you.
one of
I
us-
think that's how this works.
Which one of us is the demon bound to?
Specifically, he is bound to Dax.
Excellent.
Oh God.
Oh,
This will
God.
go down real well.
Oh no.
And Galder kind of
Hey.
chuckles and he says, I like you, Sonny. You're a bit of an honest one. You wouldn't have been able to pass the doorway without paying me, but I like watching people walk into it. Just for that, though, 50 gold.
All right. I hand him his 50 gold.
Are you paying that yourself out of pocket?
Yeah,
Dude,
unless you guys want to offer to chip in.
Do you just
I'll
want to split it 10 gold each?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, we did just get handed 5 platinum, which is 50 gold.
So we have more than enough. Damn it.
1
okay,
platinum
so
each.
we each pay out 10 gold then.
Is this how long it takes you to split a check?
No,
Seriously.
no, don't pay out in gold. Pay out the platinum, so we're not carrying our own goddamn platinum in the city full of thieves.
By the way, all of your platinum is missing.
Oh god.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Either way, either you pay 10 gold or you pay 1 platinum. It's the same shit.
Just pay the platinum.
But I'm saying pay
Yeah.
the fucking platinum because we don't want to be carrying platinum around.
All right. I will let you
Okay.
guys record how you got rid of the equivalent of 10 gold, but you pay it. Everyone 10 gold apiece or equivalent.
Yeah.
All right. Says, why, thank you, my good lads. And then he stops and he kind of looks at you and he says, I don't know what you need this demon for, but I hope it helps. I hope people like you actually make it out of this city. And I appreciate you listening for a while. It was good fun.
Thank you, Mr. Golder the Great.
I didn't ask you to respond.
Oh,
No, Mr. Galder.
We just
Do you mind if I come back to hear more of your stories?
He kind of looks you up and down like with a "Are you fucking with me?" look. He says, "Perhaps. Come back again sometime and we'll talk.
Excellent, excellent.
And learn some patience if you ever want to learn magic. Otherwise, you might sign up for worse deals and pacts than you already have."
that
Very-
point we
yeah,
all
very-
just kind of
very
pay
well.
attention. It's like, wait, what?
Hmm?
And then Galder just kind of poofs.
He's just gone.
In his own
Oh.
house.
Yeah, he just puffs into smoke.
oh,
Wizards.
I was kind of hoping he'd tell me the demon's name, but okay, I guess maybe he can tell me himself.
Anyways, fuck you.
Okay, fuck you. Let's go.
You
Like-
hear a voice coming from every direction at once. Why are you still in my house?
Let's go, fuck you.
Let's fucking go.
Come on, you can hop on my shoulder, fuck you.
So he actually, because you guys have already forgotten what you paid for, goes to hop onto your shoulder and turns into a frog mid-jump and just kind of sits on your shoulder.
Perfect.
Neat.
Huh.
So
Nifty.
does he look like the Michigan J Frog?
Hello, my
No.
honey. Hello, my baby.
Hello, my
So
right
at this
time
point, as you have spent some time singing, you suddenly feel like a gust of wind just bursting up from this basement, and it kind of flings you up the stairs and out the front door, and you all land on the fucking.
Who needs
Road
to
out.
We were
learn some
about to
patience?
leave.
Who needs to learn some patience now?
A voice comes from the door and it says, "You do," and the door slams.
No, dead ass though. We are killing a shit ton of time doing nothing here.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Here, I pull out the shirt that has the rabbit scent on it. I need you to find this scent, okay, buddy?
Fuck you.
I hold it up to him. Is he?
He said,
is
"Why
he
the
taking-
fuck would you fucking put that up to my face? What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Because I need you to find this scent. Can you find it?
And I need you to get the fuck away from me.
Wait, is he on my? Okay, he is on my shoulder though, right?
Yeah, he's just chilling on your shoulder.
Okay, can you find? I take the shirt. I take the shirt away. Can you find that scent?
Yes.
Okay, can you lead us?
Yes.
Please do so. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I love you too, buddy.
Someone make me an Arcana check. Probably Saul's. Good enough. You recall very clearly that he is bound to Dax's orders.
You should probably form your instructions as orders rather than requests.
Fuck you, Lima.
Don't take this as me being mean to you, fuck you, but I order you to follow this scent and lead us to it.
That's so fucking mean.
I don't mean it, little buddy. We'll get some drinks after this, okay?
You're sending him so many
Drink your
mixed
fucking
signals.
blood. So it essentially, he leads you throughout the city, and it kind of takes a while. And later, since, time concerns, you do get the chance to do shopping throughout the day as well. So we can cover that post-session, but you guys do get a chance to spend your money. So it's kind of getting on into the early evening at this point, and he has led you into Old Town, where you've gotten some, weird looks, but you do look pretty heavily armed, so no one's really fucking with you. And as the sun sets, you find yourself... Now, it doesn't look exactly like this in advance. All right, let me adjust my size. So everyone take a good look at this map. And see where the buildings are and where the alleys are, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now that you've done that, this is what it looks like at night.
Shit.
So I wanted to make sure you could actually see where shit was the first time. So in this case, the way the closet it's a closet, by the way. That's what the demon is called. He has brought you here. And looking along the right side of the map, you can approach from either the north part along the right side of the map or the south part.
We probably would have approached from the south, I imagine, wouldn't we?
It's also worth noting he has told you it's close, very close. So if you guys did want to split up, you can know that you're going to the same place.
Yeah, I'd say we split up, make things a bit more interesting, honestly.
The easy way to do this, give me just a second, is, because I've learned from previous sessions, is here are your 5. Go ahead and put them where you want.
Okay, so I'm going to be coming from the south here?
Well, you have to start kind of back where your tokens were.
So here.
Yes. If you want to be in the south, that's where you'll be. And if you want to be in the north, you'll be kind of around the well.
Okay.
Actually, since the demon's going to be with Dax,
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm
with
just-
Dax.
Well, not so much that, but I'm more worried about the one person who doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, someone, and plus there should be someone with them.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to be next to the person with dark vision, so that I could. Without dark vision, so I could cast light.
Well, then
on
you'd be with
something of theirs.
Hershana.
Yeah, where do you want
Yeah.
me to be then?
All right. Let's see. There's up by the well, and there's this alleyway. Oh, it's actually got to switch from pan to select move. So there's this alleyway, and then there's actually.
We're either going to be here or where we're either going to be with Dax or where Carl is.
Yeah, those are pretty much your 2 starting points for navigating this area.
I'd say it'd be better for me to be up here. That way I can shoot into the lights.
I will also say, while it is dark out, it's not going to be a huge issue. You can see, just not terribly well.
I mean, we can see.
Well, no, you guys can see perfectly, with the exception that colors look quite dull right now. But I'm saying Hershana can still navigate the alleys.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm just firing blind.
So are you guys where you would like to start?
Yeah, pretty much.
So your little frog is kind of not scratching at your neck to hurt you, but kind of gently pawing at your neck. It's here, release.
This building we're right next to?
No, round 2 corners. You'll see the lights. It's there. You'll know. You'll know.
1.
I gave him a deeper voice. Fuck.
Okay, here. And then up and to the left.
So you're gonna go around the corner.
Yeah.
If you'll notice, you're starting to see like lights.
Yeah, we
Probably
probably
yeah.
don't want to go that
Probably
far. We
don't.
probably just want to peek that corner.
Yeah.
You just have Saul's like pull me back.
Yeah,
Pretty
I'll say
much,
so.
yes.
I see where you guys are, and that's enough of a gap that like you've kind of made eyes and like seen that you've linked up with each other. But the Quasit is still pawing at your neck, and it's like, there, courtyard, release, release.
Courtyard.
Courtyard.
So you're saying that this courtyard, I'm guessing, right?
Green. Like as you see kind of around the corner, you see like a nice courtyard. And actually, Dax, go ahead and make me a perception check.
14.
All right, with a 14, that's not too bad. It's brightly lit. So you see, what the shit? Sorry, with the dark map and everything, it's kind of hard for me to see my GM layer. You see these 5 figures standing there. So 3 of them are clearly in like the armor and uniform of city guards. You can see one of them appears to be in just kind of like normal Prague noble clothing. And one of them appears to be in clothing you're unfamiliar with, but that's the best you can do with a 14. He says, them! And also with your 14, you see something that looks a bit familiar.
Is that the card up there?
That is the cart.
And I know for sure that's the cart, right?
It looks incredibly familiar, and you can recognize, like, just barely one of the Belmondo crests on the side of the 2 boxes that are still in the cart.
Hey guys, the cart's up ahead. Past that group of guards.
And the Quasit is still pawing at your neck. Release! Release!
What do you mean by release, buddy?
It means
Release
you
me!
need to release the bond by breaking the collar.
Oh, I thought you might want to stick around, like have like a beer or something while you're over here. This is probably like a
No,
vacation.
the only
right?
thing he's gonna want to drink, and Sal just kind of digs into his pouch and pulls out of the vial of blood he got earlier, is probably this.
Share! Drink! Share! Drink!
I hold it out to fuck you. For a job well done.
He, with you guys behind the corner where no one can see you, he kind of goes back into his demon form, uncorks it, and just downs it. He's like, good.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right. Bye,
Thank
buddy.
you for drink. Fuck you.
Thank you. Fuck,
Really
it's gone.
hope I see you again sometime soon, buddy. Release.
So you
have to-
give the sign that you release him, and the collar breaks, and he just vanishes.
What a nice little demon.
You just hear an echo in your mind. Fuck you.
Fascinating little creature, for sure. Also,
I-
Chase,
so
what
what-
the fuck is that sound?
Seriously.
It's Morse
Oh.
code.
Shit, I was hoping it wouldn't be audible. That's my fan, so I can probably take it off now.
All right. So how do
Sorry,
we
it
want to
was
handle this?
kind of distracting.
All
Your
right. So how
fan
do we
sure
want to handle
sounds
this?
like a pan flute.
So looking at your current setup, Dax, you're pretty sure that you would have a hard time making any kind of stealthy approach straight up the current alley. But with a stealth check, you would be able to pass over to where Seraph is.
I can't communicate with Sarah from where I'm standing.
Let's see, what's that? 10 feet? I'd say that's a little far for a whisper. If you want to communicate, that will also take a stealth check. Or if you can tell me how you communicated in hand signals.
That would require another roll, though, wouldn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
If you're
I
able to
wave-
describe it to me,
I
it's all
wave-
good.
Just
I
some
wave it.
creativity.
I wave at Sarah to get his attention and like make like a box shape with my hands and point down the alley towards the lit courtyard.
You don't really know what he's saying, Seraph, but you did notice that he just dismissed the demon.
All right, so he did dismiss the demon, so that means that we
And he
must
looks
be
excited.
okay. So we've at least, so that sounds like we at least did in fact find where the card is.
and I make like I've gesture with 5 numbers with my fingers, I guess.
In all the time that this is going on, Sal's has jotted down a note stating what Dax is trying to say. And Mage handed the note across.
Or that.
Make me a stealth check.
They've noticed a piece of paper fluttering through the air.
And a fucking mage hand.
Oh, that's visible?
Yeah, you're fine.
Phew! Thank God.
I'll be honest, anything over a 10 and you would have been fine. Alright, so everyone is now on the same page.
Yeah, I
Spectral
guess they
floating
could-
hand.
They could see it. Yeah, you're right. We were
All right.
saying.
All right, so now I'm aware of all of these guys over here. Damn, because our best route would be coming up towards here, then over here.
Yeah,
So we
if
need
you
to
took
get
that
these
route,
guys
you
there.
could try to stealth your way up within hearing distance.
Exactly my point.
Well, who's the sneak? Excuse me. Who's the sneakiest?
Uh, that would be our girl over here, Shana.
Alright. I can
Could
go ahead
I-
and make that roll.
Could I try to do something with one of my higher abilities I haven't had a chance to use yet?
Such as...
Could I try to acrobatics my way up to the rooftop to crawl over near where the courtyard is?
Sure.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're able to get up onto this rooftop.
You mean this one?
It's the same thing.
Oh, I didn't see where your pointer showed up.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
If
So-
you get any closer than the start of this roof, I'm gonna need stealth checks.
Which
The
roof?
start of this roof here?
Why are you guys not seeing my pointer?
Are you on our
We are
layer
not.
or the GM layer?
I don't know.
Oh, my pointers are on the GM layer too. My apologies.
No worries.
I did not know that, but yes, this right here.
All right.
That's also where hearing distance starts.
All right, so let's stop right there and be able to listen. And let's get Hershana as close as possible without actually seeing them.
Well, what I'm
All
saying
right.
is it would require a stealth check to listen.
Yeah, he could.
Should I go ahead and stealth over here?
Yeah, you can make it as far as pretty much here without a check.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go up. Right
And then
within-
once you kind of get close to try to listen, then it's going to be a check.
I'll go ahead and. do
Can
a roll
I
stealth
crawl-
first, or...
Wait, is it too late to get a bardic inspiration for trying this?
Probably.
I have 3 left, so if someone wants one,
I'll allow that he did one before you guys got up here.
yeah. All right.
Alright.
Who is that on?
Hershana should now have bardic inspiration if she's the one listening.
Alright.
Test. All right, I think we're good on echo right now.
Let me.
Appreciate it.
Perfect.
Okay, so Hershana, if you want to get close and try to listen in, you can make a stealth check, and you have bardic inspiration for it. Would you like to use your bardic inspiration?
Yes.
All right. Nice.
20.
20.
All right, with a solid 20, you
Good,
can get
move
like
myself.
right. Yep, right there. Yeah, that's okay. Either of those squares, but no further.
Okay.
And so you hear. Sorry, one second. You hear a voice that's very familiar to you. It's kind of like a haughty, noble voice.
Mhm.
He says, "The price is exactly what I told you it is. I don't know why you're concerned with the price being less than you think it should be. But yes, there are conditions. You will take both of them. You will leave the city tonight and not by the river. That is our deal. Do we have a bargain?" And you kind of hear this person wearing the blue. He says, I do not like this. This is very strange, and you are very strange.
A little rush.
But from what you tell me this is, I cannot really pass it up. The bargain is made. And you kind of hear like a slapping sound that suggests they've started to shake hands. And you hear Aegel again, which, yes, you do recognize his voice as Aegel. He
So
says,
this one's Eagle right here.
no, this man in
Oh.
the noble clothing, is Aegel.
Oh.
These three
Okay.
are city guards. And he says,
Hmm.
these men shall escort you. It is a dangerous city at times, especially at night, and we have to do our business in dangerous places. I wish you a safe trip. And these four start to head off this direction with the cart, which also has a horse attached to it, but horse tokens suck.
Do we go ahead and get the jump on them?
Well,
I think we probably. My original plan was waiting to see if they were going to leave with the cart, leave the cart there, and leave some of the guys to go away. But it looks like they're going to take the cart before they're all gone. So we should probably jump now.
Hershana and Dax. And you know what? Saul's, yours is gonna have to be high, but make me perception checks, you three.
Oh wow!
Nice. So Dax and Hershana, looking at these guards, get the feeling that that is a veteran guard captain and probably a tough badass with two fairly tough guards with him. And even the noble himself is wearing a sword, a kind of sword you're not familiar with. But he carries himself with a certain amount of confidence, in a warrior.
Yeah.
So as you're looking at them, you're not sure you want to really jump in on 5 of them.
but what we could do is try to spoil the bargain with them, and well, if we can capture Eagle, because he's the bastard we really want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it's at this point. Do we want the cart? Or do we want Eagle? And it looks like the cart's probably out of reach behind 4 really tough guys.
Well, not only that, but we could spoil the deal between the two and turn those 4 guys against the House of Angela.
Not to mention the fact that we have heard that they're leaving the city. So once they're out of the city, guess whose territory they're in? We then
Good
tell
point.
our helpful little leader buddy, hey, there's a cart that you might be interested leaving town.
Do we? Does one person want to run back and tell Calderon about the cart, and then the rest of us
It's
stay here and
traveling
capture Eagle?
in a slow-moving cart. We have time.
I can do that.
Also, Randall was still pulled away for official business, and to your knowledge, has not returned to the headquarters yet, which is the only location you know to find him.
I mean, he's got
I-
underlings back. He's got underlings back at the place.
I
Anyway,
would say
so.
deal with Egel first and report back later. That cart's not going anywhere fast.
Okay. So, do we just gonna sit here and wait until those 4 leave?
Damn it. See, because my
Being
concern is
honest
whether or
with
not
you,
we'd be able to retrieve what's in those carts. Because if we can,
Well, the idea is that if we alert Calderon to the cart, they can retrieve the cart later, and we can get Eagle without getting pummeled by 4 veteran city guards.
3.
3
Or
veteran
3.
city guards and some random Joe with a Russian accent. But my question is whether or not we could convince them to give up that cart, keep the money that Eagle went and tried to pay them off with, and basically say, hey, dudes, this was going to be a real bad job. We just got suckered by this. We need to get this back to its real owners.
It's worth noting, you did not see money change hands. And generally, if you see 2 nobles doing a deal like this, the gold is probably not on site.
Damn it.
And also, considering this is a back alley, late night, shady dealing, I'm guessing those guards aren't going to care about right and wrong. They're probably bought and paid for.
Bingo.
I don't think we can convince them to do the right thing. I think they're already up to some shady shit.
If
Oh no,
they're
I'm not
even
thinking about the right
actual
thing.
guards, if they're actual town watch, they're corrupt. Or they're
noticed
guys
that.
wearing town watch uniforms.
So what
They
would you
could-
guys like to do?
I'm voting for let the cart go and take Eggle.
I'm also voting for that.
Oh, no doubt in my mind that we are going to take Eggle. But with the other
Eggle is-
four, damn, like if there's some way we could tag it to make sure that that cart doesn't get away from us, or that we can in fact keep catch up with them.
Worst case scenario, the cart still stinks of rabbit foot.
We could.
If we
You're not
really-
sure how much longer that's gonna last.
we can.
Yeah,
still
I don't
try.
see any way that we can get the point.
But I'm still again say this is a slow-moving cart that took us multiple days to get any reasonable amount away from the city with, or back to the city with.
They're
It's
they're
not
going into an
fast.
ally's, and they're going into our boss's territory.
Yes.
All right, as long as we're able to properly identify it so that our boss could do something about this cart, yeah, we're gonna have to let these guys go. But Eggle is definitely coming with us.
If Chase
Can-
is going to bed, then maybe we can send his character after that cart.
To
You
kinda tail along
probably
it.
want Hershana still being involved in combat.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
Let
that's
the
a clue
cart
for what's coming.
go.
I'm just saying I designed combat around 5 characters.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
let's split the party.
Great idea.
God no.
Dex, make me a stealth check as you yell that.
No,
I'm kidding.
that was out of character.
That was meta.
Anyways, I think we've done enough metagaming. I think we've all come to the same conclusion that we have to let the cart go.
Yep.
Yeah, for now.
So
Good.
these 3 head off. Or sorry, 4.
Yeah.
And despite the cart being there, it's part of the map. I just found a
Yeah.
map with a cart, which is cool. It's gone.
It's baked in.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you see Eggle still standing there and kind of just stretching.
Okay. First thing I want to do is make sure he can't fucking run. So, Hershana, if you could take a shot, just kneecap the fucker
Take a shot at Eagle? Well, if you insist.
and kneecap him if you can.
Snipe him in the knee.
Do I get advantage on this?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on the first shot.
It is a surprise attack.
And then after that, it's going to be initiative.
Wait. Before we. Damn it.
Too late.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh.
I mean, it's still a hit. I was just wondering if there was anybody else with Eggle.
Doesn't look like
As
it.
of right now, what you've seen, Eggle is just standing in this courtyard, stretching and kind of looking happy with himself. Except he's about to be shot with an arrow.
In the knee.
He used to be.
used
Less
You see
than
me
We
90.
all know the joke we're going for here.
He used to be an adventurer like us.
No, stop. Stop.
No.
All right, roll your damage, please.
Done.
Jesus.
It's a pretty
So-
good hit.
With it still being a bit dark out, you're not able to kneecap him, but it does take him in the stomach and immediately bloodies him. And he just gasps out and he's like, "What the fuck was that?"
Okay, this is when we gotta run.
That
And
voice change might have been on purpose.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
So it is now going to be initiative time. And
Oh,
now,
boy.
1 second. Okay, so the turn order is up.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
hey, so-
go to the
Great.
clicky mouse pointer cursor, select your token, and then roll initiative from your sheet.
Add turn, right?
Well, it'll auto add for us when we roll it, like I.
But
just
I mean,
did.
you click add turn, or at least I do.
Yes.
Massive echo, by the way.
Yeah. Matt Alex reconnect.
Damn it.
Okay, so he is added. Now, I'm curious what's going to happen when I do this next thing, and it's going to partially determine if I keep using the roll 20 turn
It will
thing.
almost certainly reveal it. I think that might be hit.
Oh, it gave them both zeros because it doesn't know their initiative. Okay.
Well,
Give me
you
one
can
sec.
then assign it to them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I do need to roll their fucking.
And for anyone wondering, that means he's not alone. But we'll find that out very soon. I'm sure.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
am I doing here? Do I just...
Oh God, Axel got a 20.
Click on your turn to click on your icon, Mad Alex, and then click initiative.
Alright.
Oh wait, you already did.
Yeah, I did,
Oh.
but...
Okay.
Well,
and
you
then-
you can add your... Okay, so click on your thing and then roll initiative. That'll add you to it, and then you should be able to edit your initiative after that fact.
Okay.
And set it to your first roll, which was an 8.
Yeah, we're keeping the 8.
No, we're keeping the 8, whether it was higher or lower anyways, but...
I'm just saying we're keeping the fucking 8.
Also, I like how Dax...
I guess I
like,
have to delete the other Carl. Okay, the other Carl is gone.
I never saw
'Cause
another
it put-
Carl.
There were
I didn't
definitely-
either.
At least it showed me to. Okay, so Hershana is also. Yeah, Hershana is also in here twice.
Weird. Shouldn't be.
I think it's showing me the last time you guys rolled.
Yeah.
Quite
Possible.
possibly.
'Cause over
But
on our
Hershana
side-
also got the 8. Wait, did everyone just fucking get 8?
No,
8.
we got...
I got 4.
8.
Yeah, I got a 7.
Me and
Okay,
Matt
but it
got
was
8.
3 8s.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Whoops. Descending. There we go. What do you guys see in your turn order, by the way? I'm curious.
28, 8, 7, 4.
Okay, I can add unseen things to the turn order. That makes
Perfect.
me happy.
Oh shit.
There are unseen things in the turn order. You don't know that.
So, Aegel kind of stands up, and he, after I get back onto the token level, and he looks at Hershana and he says, you can't even die right. And he is going to kind of turn around for a second and look at the open door to this house behind him. And you just hear him shout, Morgathara!
Do
we...
any of us recognize that?
You actually, I don't need rolls for it. You recognize it as not a word.
Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Code word.
So, let's see. So he is then going to level the same crossbow that you've seen him use for good old-fashioned murder. And he's going to point that directly at Hershana and pull the trigger.
That's unfortunate.
And he is going to get a 9 to hit.
That's a miss.
And with just blood, his one hand still holding his stomach, he just fires and it goes off wildly. And then next.
Hershana's just kind of smile at him and tell him I thought your aim was better.
So as Hershana is smiling, you see this, what appears to be a suit of armor, just walk out the front door and stand next to Aegel.
Oh, hey, it's a mini boss.
You just had to talk shit.
And Aegel just kind of
Had to.
points still at Hershana and just says, kill her! Kill her! And this guy is actually just going to move to here and seem very frustrated with that fact.
Because he's not
Moving
fast
to
enough
bitch.
to reach.
And you hear Aegel just curse under his breath. And then it is going to be Carl's turn.
Oh,
I won't be
you
able
need
to
to
hit
advance
anyone.
the turn order.
What's up?
Advance the turn order.
And then Carl.
Good stuff.
I'm going to move to...
You could be here and still be able to hit him, I think. Or here, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure which.
Probably that one.
From there, I'll say that you can, Matt Alex, leave and come back.
God damn it again.
Apparently.
From there, you can hit the armor, but not Aegel.
Eagle's already bloodied, and we probably want to knock him out, so...
Yep. range people focus on the suit of armor tank, and anyone with melee, we might want to close in on Nagel as soon as possible before he calls
All right,
anyone
I
back
will
over.
shoot the bow with my armor shit. Yeah, there we go.
Do you just say you'll shoot the bow with your armor?
Whoops. Yes, I did.
Good
Uh,
job.
Sure. With your 14, you kind of lean around the corner and fire off a bolt, and it bounces off his armor.
Damn.
You do have something called Bardic Inspiration you could give this turn.
Did the movement take up my bonus action?
No, that is a
No.
movement.
You can basically do 3 things on your turn: movement,
Yes.
action, and bonus.
Okay, I will give Bardic Inspiration to.
Give it to me.
Well, I
I'll give it to Hershana because.
She already has it.
Oh yeah.
everybody has
Oh,
one.
wait,
Didn't
no,
Yeah, I
yeah.
already used it.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, she has it now then.
All right. And then it is Saul's.
All right, Saul's gonna move up to here. Yep.
If you're aiming for Egel, sorry.
You might kill him there. So.
He's right there.
And I'm gonna cast. Cast it, you stupid game.
Jesus Christ.
There we go.
Whoa!
Oh,
The hell is this?
Command
Walk
on Egel.
You all right?
Uh,
So let's see. What is his check?
He needs to make a
Wisdom.
wisdom saving throw.
All right, wisdom. And he has that much wisdom. What is he trying to beat?
A 13.
He rolled a 16.
Damn it.
Fuck.
So you kind of bellow your command, and he just looks at you and he says, "The nobility does not bow to the peasantry."
It's funny because the command I actually gave him was grovel.
Hershana, you are up.
guess I don't have a clear shot on him anymore.
God damn it! Why do I have 2 salts? There.
Salty.
Stupid turn. I just need to clear that whenever we're done.
Yeah, that's basically what you need to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just back up to like right over here.
Cool. It's also worth noting all of these enemies are now in a well-lit area. Darkness is no concern.
Got it. And I'll fire off a shot of my longbow.
At the armor?
Yep.
All right.
No,
So
what
that
is
is
that?
a 15. Would you like to
Yeah.
add your Bardic Inspiration?
I will.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
With your 21, you hit.
7 damage.
All
Nice.
right. All right. So he takes 7. 6 and 2. Yeah, I can math. Yeah, I did it. Okay, Sarah, if you are up.
Okay. So my short tubby butt. I'll have to move. Wait, I only have 25 feet, so one.
please protect me.
Yeah, dude, I can't even get too far. Like this is literally the furthest I could move.
You can move diagonally.
No, yeah,
this-
you could get up
This
to that
has like an
armor.
overhang that you can move under, so you could go in a straight diagonal line and get to him within, I think, 20 feet from what I was seeing. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so I am able to reach the suit of armor.
All right.
Oh
What would you
boy.
like to do now?
Well, I don't have much other choice except try to bash that suit of armor before we try to take down Eagle.
All right.
Mostly because I feel like if I try to run past it, it would have an attack of opportunity.
If you pass within 5 feet of him, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd
that-
have to give him a wide berth.
You also don't have the movement to reach Eagle even right this second.
Yeah, that's just not gonna work.
Well, he
All
could
right.
double move and make it. He could make it, but
He could get to Eagle and be like, "Hi, Eagle,"
And then get wrecked.
while getting an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
taking an
thanks.
opportunity attack, but also opening Eggle up to an opportunity attack if he decides to run.
Yep.
Just saying.
I ain't trying to do that.
I will cease my metagaming now.
Well, it's not so much that because
Sauls, hit the armor. Or sorry, Seraph, hit the armor.
Jesus.
All right, that strike just he blows your fucking hand away with his arm. Not like, sorry, he knocks the hammer to the side with his arm.
Yeah.
I wanted to clarify.
Yep. And I'm gonna use one of my 3 war priests
Yep.
perks. And
Knocks
damn
it away with the other hand.
Oh shit! I'm fucked.
Oh no.
Dax Taylor.
Do I need to make another acrobatics roll to get off the roof?
I will say no, but it will take 10 feet of movement for like jumping down instead of 5 essentially.
That's fine. I can still do it. I'm gonna dash over to Eggle. He's within
Show me
45
that
feet.
movement again.
45 feet plus 10 is 55. Dashing, I can go
You-
60
You
feet.
don't need to go all the way to Eggle. You just need
My
to get
point
a
is, if
square
you're
away.
trying to get to Eggle, you should go around this spot, which will provoke opportunity attack from the armor.
So in that regard, you would have to first go here and then make that jump.
Okay, here, 25, 20. That's still 45 feet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, don't move in a straight line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That I'm letting Sarah take care of the armor while I make sure Eggle doesn't get away.
It's,
All right.
Thank you.
It's 50 feet of movement plus 5, so 55 feet to get to.
So yeah, you
this-
can just do that by using
right there.
both actions. Or sorry, using your movement and your action.
Yeah, that gets me up to here.
All up in his face.
And you see the just raw fury as you get close.
Bet you didn't expect to see us again, huh?
Says, no, I don't often expect to see worms after I bury them.
Yeah, well, we crawled out of the dirt and we're gonna whatever worms do.
He puts his crossbow up as you're trying to think of a comeback.
Just hit him.
I can't. I had to dash.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So with his crossbow, he's actually just gonna try to put that in your face, and he's gonna roll that at disadvantage.
Yep.
So
Just to
let's
our advantage.
Thank goodness.
All right, and he gets a 12 versus your AC.
That misses.
He just brings it up in a fury and like fires it off before it's even up, and it just goes sailing past your shoulder.
I was gonna say I do a matrix dodge.
As he misses, he growls in fury and says, "Armor, kill this man!" And the armor is going to move over to you.
Opportunity attack.
Yeah. I was
Yep.
just about to say that.
Get
Give
him
me your
what?
attack roll.
It's just a regular attack roll with my warhammer, right?
Correct.
Do I need a roll for a hit or?
Yes, you still have to try to hit him. It's not just
Okay.
free damage.
God, it'd be nice if it
Please
was
God,
free damage.
crit. Please crit.
Oh man, that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh!
You bring it down on his back as he moves away,
Unlucky number
And it
13.
just bounces off.
just bounces off.
Fuck.
So as the armor gets up to you, Matt, it's going to try to slam you with both of its fists.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Oh, does
Uh,
it even have any weapons?
The first is going to be an 8 against your AC, which you nimbly dodge.
Yep.
And then it's going to crit.
Oh,
It was nice knowing you, Dax.
That's going to be... Ooh, that's fun.
It hits you for 20 damage. You die.
So that is going to be 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Oh. That's
Well,
gotta
I'm not down for the
sting.
count, but I'm bloodied. Very bloodied.
Yeah, that's. We're hearing alarm bells, Willie.
Carl, you are up.
I think I'm gonna move here. Maybe give some bardic inspiration to Seraph.
So,
Just
as around the corner, you kind of peeked and just saw this armor just punch the shit out of Dax. You just pick up your loot and you're like, da 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 da. I'm so scared.
And
Oh.
somehow,
How tall is this armor?
It's probably like a good 6 to 7 feet tall.
Oof.
Then we're gonna try and shoot him because if I remember correctly, we aren't really counting out like lines between allies.
No,
and
Seraph
shit.
can get out of your way.
Yeah.
well, not only that, I'm short as shit.
yeah,
dude.
just shoot right over his head.
Yeah, that's true.
Because a square is 5 feet, so he can move
Yeah.
to the side and give you pretty clear line of sight.
And light crossbow,
Just
please.
don't roll a 1.
Nah.
And it sails over the armor's head. You were being a little too safe, pointing high over Seraph.
I'm scared as shit from the giant armor man.
Well, given what it just did to one of our guys, yeah.
Salsa, you're up.
All right. Fuck the armor. Damn it.
Ah.
It sails through the open door over here, and you hear like some glass shatter. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'll move up to there.
Egil sees a leather-clad target now that the armor might pursue.
Good job.
Hershana, you are up.
Guess we'll just have to go for the armor. It's like, we want to knock out Eagle, and I can't
Yeah.
with a ranged weapon.
That's the downside.
You
Oh, thank
hit.
fuck.
It finds a chink in that armor and just digs in.
7 more damage.
1 second.
That fucking longbow doing some work.
Yo, seriously.
The armor is not quite bloodied.
I
Can
swear to God, it's a suit of armor.
What's up, Dex?
can I do a perception on the armor near me to see if, like, he hasn't said anything, so I'm wondering if there's anything off about him.
Do you mean the armor?
Yes.
Sure, do a perception check.
Yeah, to figure out what the hell we're fighting.
It's a big, scary thing in armor coming for you.
Okay.
That somehow looks like Edward Elric. I mean, Elric.
Alphonse.
Yeah, there we go.
Sarah, you are up.
Okay, first and foremost, actually, wait, I need to make sure the distance. Okay, so I can make that. Yeah, fuck that. So I'm
But
gonna
what is
get-
the path you're taking?
I'm going to. Ah, shit.
The path shouldn't matter.
Well, yeah, he's not moving out of his range. He's moving into it.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was coming up to you. I thought he was going for Egil.
Not quite yet, but I definitely need to cast Cure Wounds on
Matt,
poor
Alex,
Dax.
Echo.
Touch anything this time. That's amazing.
All right. So you're casting Cure Wounds.
Yep, that brings me back up to full.
Nice.
Egil just kind of screams in like a raw fury as he sees your wounds kind of put back together.
Meanwhile, he's still got a massive hole in his friggin' stomach.
Yeah, he's still kind of keeping pressure on that. You got anything you can do with the bonus action?
If I use War Priest, I could use my bonus action to do attack.
That requires a first attack to happen, I believe.
Ah, shit. Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
You good?
I mean, all I got is freaking healing word, and now we're topped off for now.
All right. Dex.
Gonna make a rapier attack against Egil non-lethally. Try and knock him out.
You don't have to say that until they hit 0. A 16 is gonna hit.
Yes.
And 10.
Nice.
He is down.
Punch him right in the face with the butt of the rapier.
So it's worth noting that the last command the armor received was to kill you, and it will be continuing to follow that command. Just as a side note.
Yeah.
And
no-
then I turn around and use the whip on the armor.
By all means. And you hit.
Nice.
You do 5
5.
damage. He is now bloodied.
Phew.
All right. Aegle doesn't get a turn. Armor's turn. The armor is very mad. Well, the armor doesn't have fucking feelings. It's just going to come right at Dax. And it's going to try to punch you twice again.
Oh boy.
It's going to get an 8.
Nope.
And it's going to get a 6.
Nope. Miss both times.
All right. And now it is Carl's turn.
Only thing I can really do is use my crossbow again.
Yeah, you're out of Bardic Inspiration, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice. You hit the armor.
And let's see the damage.
5. Good. Yeah, Hershana kind of like was like, hey, right, there's a chink in the armor. Here, just aim there. Do it.
The armor's Chinese.
Do it. Should probably put the bloodied symbol on the armor.
Yes, you're correct. And then it is going to be Saltz's turn.
All right, lobbing another Eldritch Blast at the armor. Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
hey, it did
Yeah.
Saltz hits
There
a
we
thing.
go.
Finally.
It's a party every time.
Oh no, I rolled a 5! I
yeah,
quit.
but you
I'm
rolled
done.
an 8 between that.
Oh, don't give up, Evo.
Zaku, what
Fibonacci
comes
curve.
after 5 in the Fibonacci sequence?
Oh, I don't know offhand.
An 8!
Yeah, but you went 8-5. The sequence is broken.
The curse is lifted.
Hershana, you are up.
Longbow the armor once again.
Excellent.
Are we not going to check what it actually is, or we're just going to
We
do
can
that after
check
it's
later.
dead? All right. Just
I
wanted
mean,
to
if
make
you want, I can do an Arcana check to see if I know what it is.
Hershana knows exactly where the fucking hole in the armor is.
Nice.
7
And Hershana brings down the fucking armor.
7 damage every time.
Yeah, it's been consistent with that. Holy shit.
So the armor just kind of collapses in a heap.
When you're an archer, consistency is key.
Yep. Consistently badass is what you've been.
So y'all coming in to check out Aegle?
Yep, and the fucking giant golem thing.
And also, now that the immediate threat is down, I just
Roll me
kind of
some
make sure.
perception checks.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Hershana, are you
Dragon.
gonna move?
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll.
I'm
Do I
just
get to
asking.
make another perception check on it, or am I
Uh,
already spent on
You're
that?
currently making just perception checks because the DM suggested it.
Also because
Here
we
come the
just raised a
guards.
huge ruckus.
Hershana is the first to notice it, but Aegle's body seems to be kind of spasming. And like his left arm especially is just flailing wildly and then kind of puts a palm to the ground and it like pushes him up halfway. And you hear him just like through a froth of rage. And you're not exactly sure what, because his voice sounds very weird. He says, You're all nothing.
Oh, good.
Nothing.
Oh boy.
You are nothing. Puts his right hand on the ground, and you will be nothing. And both of those arms kind of start to turn like a really gross color of pink, and they start to kind of expand. And the rest of him starts to expand.
God damn,
Guys, I
just
think we should
imagine
get away
Boo.
from this body.
And before you have a chance to get away,
I'm
his
so glad I
body-
didn't move up.
just keeps kind of like growing more bulbous until it is essentially this pink, like disgusting sack of flesh.
Ew.
Oh, this isn't good.
Huh.
Can I identify what kind of sack of flesh that is?
Just give me a second.
Sure.
This is being kind of a fucking pain in the ass right now. Oh my god, stop it.
We're gonna see the
Get that
tokens. It'll be
gigantic
disgusting.
bulb of flesh on the map.
Pause. Double pause on that.
Yeah, Saul says, you see this, go and throw me an Arcana check.
I already did. It's a 12.
So you don't recognize this, but more interestingly, you kind of hear, like, not hear, but you kind of get a feeling in the back of your head. And that feeling is akin to something kind of like surprise. Surprise and not quite confusion, but It's kind of getting there, and you just have that feeling like in the back of your head.
Of what is this doing here?
And this, I'm actually going to go ahead, and we'll give him his own initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh
And
no.
let me move this around.
I'm gonna guess that the fight's not over.
Hey, how
No,
about
not
that?
by a long shot.
Imagine
Is that as big as he's gonna be?
Yes, he is still medium sized, but he's
Okay.
like
When you were
fatter
saying he
than
was
the
expanding, I
fattest
was
guy you could imagine, with gross pink flesh. And you actually start to notice that there's like a buzz of insects around him, and you don't know where the fuck those insects came from.
Beelzebub.
Yeah. when you
Okay.
said he was expanding, I was expecting a 4x4 grid thing,
Oh,
No,
God.
not that big.
or not 4x4, but like 1x4. I mean, sorry.
Okay, and I am just gonna move him to where he would have been, and the armor is now gone. I'm just gonna get rid. Well, I'll leave him on the screen, but he's not in the order. And we are still within initiative. So, Sarah, if you see this thing, and kind of the last bit you hear as this transformation kind of finishes, it's like, worthless rats. You know better than food. Food. Hunger. And you
Okay.
hear no more words from him. Or I guess it.
Yeah, at that point, I'm trying to think of which specific kind of check I could do to try to identify what the hell did he turn into.
Now,
You can make me a general intelligence check.
Zaku, demons still have gender, okay? Don't label them.
Who said anything about demons?
Definitely a demon.
An intelligence check. Fuck.
That's what the fuck do you expect? You want to make it with strength?
No, it's not that. It's that it's gonna suck.
Flex your muscles.
Make me a roll. You know that this is some kind of gross ass monster.
See what I mean?
Well, let's kill it.
I'd
But
also
yeah,
make
given
one,
that
but,
it's my turn,
mine's even worse.
immediately get in the way. Embrace for impact.
How is it worse than -1, Mad Alex?
Oh, you're right. I read that as a 1, actually.
So Sarah, it is your turn. So you gonna get up there and try to
Yeah.
smack this thing?
Yeah, because
Alright. Make me
I
an
try to
attack roll.
identify it. Yeah. That's what I'm
One
doing.
second.
Oh.
So you started your turn within 20 feet of this thing, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sure
Make me a
did.
Constitution save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's one of those.
Doopity doopity doop.
Wait, let's see. Constitution saving throws. Here we go.
Yeah, so some of the bugs from his insect swarm kind of swarm towards you, but you kind of keep them away by just swinging your hammer around like Thor.
So I just spin it by the handle really fast.
Yeah,
Spin.
that kind of keeps them away. Now you can go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay.
Remember that you still have inspiration, so.
Oh yeah. Between that and being a war priest, I'm definitely going to be using that here.
Ebo's just back here like, man, I should have kept Expeditious Retreat.
No, I'm okay with not having. Oh no.
Oh
Would you
no.
like to add your
Oh,
Bardic
no.
Inspiration?
Yes, I fucking do.
I want to point out that the Bardic Inspiration at max can get you as high as an 11.
Yeah, that might not be worth it.
Yeah, but it's better than what
Well-
a minimum will do,
But
aka
if 11 isn't high enough, then it would be a complete waste of Bardic Inspiration.
That.
well, it's complete waste of bardic inspiration. Whatever shenanigans happen because I land a 5, aka pain.
Well, no, a 5's not going to do anything. You're just not going to hit it.
I
Oh,
mean,
phew.
he did
All
roll
right,
a
never
1.
mind.
Yeah, there's a
never mind.
nat 1.
Oh, that was a critical failure.
That's why
that's-
it's red.
Probably.
Oh,
So
you're
it
still
doesn't
fine,
matter
then,
if-
but don't use Bardic Inspiration. Because it's going to
Yeah.
miss no matter what. But I'm not going to like, oh, he swarms up and eats you. No. Do you want to make your second attack?
Yeah, yes I
By
do.
the way, there's a reason I let you guys have another long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
guy's gonna beat the shit out of you.
There
Your
you go.
18
Or
hits.
not.
Roll me for some damage. So You have hit a lot of things with hammers in your time, and it did not seem to affect it as much as you feel it should have.
Oh shit, he's got resistance.
2 non-magical weapons.
Dax, you are up. And probably
I
freaking the
got?
fuck out. By the way,
This
since you
is
started
new.
your turn, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Well, good thing I'm proficient in that.
Yeah.
Sam. Jesus.
You kind of try to like ape off Serev, and you spin your whip like a cool fucking ribbon, and it keeps the insects at bay.
I spin it like in Castlevania.
Sure.
Sure, you're a Belmont now.
I'm gonna have to kill him.
What do I got?
Weapons.
That's pretty much it. All right, I just regular attack turn, I guess. Rapier. 10.
That kind of just like you try to poke it through, but you hit kind of like a hard section of his weird flesh, and your rapier just kind of bends.
All right, follow up attack with the whip.
Nice.
The whip, you go ahead and get kind of a lash in on the soft spot that Serev created. Roll me some damage.
4.
Yeah, that is just not tearing like at flesh like your whip usually does. Hey, look whose turn it is.
It was nice knowing you
Oh.
He is going to grab at Serev because he's right in front of him, and he's gonna try to bite you.
Oh fuck. AC, don't fail me now.
He's gonna roll a 24.
Oh.
Jesus, not even Bardic Inspiration could save me.
Well, that wouldn't. You can't. You add Bardic Inspiration to a D20 roll.
Unless you want to add to his roll.
You can't add it to AC.
Yeah, you can add it to hit. You want to give him a 30?
No.
You take 5 piercing damage.
Piercing. Okay.
Yeah, that's not too bad. You'll be
And
fine.
that is his turn. Carl, you are up.
Oh boy.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Wait. Because they're
20
how
feet.
close?
20
20
feet.
feet. Oh fuck. So, ranged folks, you know how far you need to be?
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cowardice
you play
wins
a
again.
fucking rocking lute solo, and it keeps the insects at bay.
Good.
Even the insects are impressed.
I'm just gonna move back a little.
A little?
Maybe out of the range of the insects.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Then I'm gonna try and shoot the soft spot.
All right.
Fuck.
No, you hit another fucking spot of just pure toughness, and your bolt bounces off.
No, actually, no. He hits one of the bugs that are flying around.
Yeah, the bugs just kind of slowly aim to get bolt away. You're like, that's kind of cool, but I'm so pissed off right now.
Guys, it's a stand user. He controls bugs.
Saltsy, you're up.
Alrighty.
Your only
And
hope.
Because I'm Warlock, I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
It completely resists
And
magic.
I'm gonna fucking whip.
You're like, guys, I've got this. You say with complete confidence, and you just kind of close your eyes and fire off a blast, and you hear a random window shatter, and you're like,
I was too distracted by, oh my god, it's a demon. I'm so excited.
there's a
Hershana, you
hole.
are up.
Yeah.
Shana?
Oh, sorry.
We thought you left already or something.
I
No.
would hope you would have mentioned it.
Yeah.
Hershana, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
no.
fun.
Oh
Oh
no.
god.
Oh no.
So the insects swarm you,
Hmm.
and you take what kind is that? 4 piercing damage as they just get under your armor and just start fucking biting you with little horrible insect fangs.
Horrifying.
Not
Great. I'm gonna back up.
That's fair.
Just say outside of 20 feet.
Yeah. Sounds
Okay.
like a good idea. And then hit him with my longbow.
Yeah, longbow.
The
You
only
run away
weapon that
saying,
can hit.
You do.
Holy shit, you're
Jesus.
fucking combat in this
That's-
game.
Awesome.
Only 2 damage then.
It's still consistent. I'm cool with it.
Wait a second. Hold on.
It's
Damage is
4 as
damage.
far as you know.
This thing does appear to be bloodied. Its motions are kind of slowing down, and its like gurgling is now less angry and more tired.
Do you
Sarah,
need to
make
take
me
nap,
a
little guy?
Constitution saving throw.
I
Fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Still doing your hammer spin.
do we
What do
still
you
want
want
to
to do
try
next?
do we still want to try to capture this guy?
No.
could we? I mean,
I don't know.
As Dax like looks to Sarah for advice and is like, do we still try to capture it? The thing is just like, "Ah!"
yeah, he
I
can't
don't
talk
think there's
anymore.
any reasoning with it.
I don't think there's any way to interrogate it. At least, well, Wait,
Ebo,
I don't
make me on charisma check.
What if we try to? I don't know. Maybe if we knock it out, maybe he'll revert back.
Yeah, you're fine. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a great thing to hear?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
yeah, that doesn't land.
Nope. Do you still have any war chief left?
War priest.
Whatever.
No, I used it 3 times. I think.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, if he
Dax.
doesn't revert, we could just kill him afterwards.
Dax, make me a Constitution save.
Oh, damn it again.
Yeah, yeah. It's not gonna stop.
Fuck.
Hey, how about that?
Goodbye,
You
Dax. It was
take
nice knowing
1 piercing damage.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's could be worse. Ow,
Yeah, you
ow.
say could be worse as you see her Shauna still trying to pull insects out of her tunic.
It's really uncomfortable.
One got past the Belmont defense. I'm gonna try to knock it out first, see if he reverts back, and if he doesn't, we'll just kill him
you. I'm
afterwards.
pretty sure this is his true form.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
feels like a waste to just kill him after we try to get him for interrogation, you know?
Ah!
I don't.
24.
Your rapier hits.
5.
Okay. Go ahead with the whip. Whip hits.
Jesus.
So as you try to bring it down, like you first try to do the same trick where you whack him with the handle and it just does nothing. So you kind of just rear back, give the whip another lash, and you just manage to tear something like this thing's throat out. And he falls over, gurgles for a moment, and then you kind of see insects from inside just like clamor out, and he just dissolves into a fucking horde of insects that flies off into the sky. Not together, it just disperses.
Well, shit.
Can we roll any intelligence checks to try to figure, or any kind of checks to figure out what the hell that was?
Yeah, sure. Everyone can give me intelligence checks real quick. Ebo,
Oh,
you can make me an Arcana check.
Not a save, a check. Nope, that's about right.
So I will say that Salzamnon and Hershana, for some fuck all reason, recognize that appeared to be a type of devil
Ooh,
called Anuparibo.
interesting.
Can I get the spelling on that?
Nuppperibo.
A devil. Huh?
Ebo, make me one more charisma check.
Ah, that's convenient.
I've seen the devils. Yeah.
With your 16, you kind of have the sense that you aren't the only person looking out of your eyes right now.
Oh.
And that sense of curiosity that was in the back of your head is kind of just there now. It's not you. It's a sense of curiosity that you're definitely feeling. And
Hi,
then
Azzy. How's it going?
you get both feelings depart.
Oh no.
Do I notice Saul's talking to himself?
I am not actually talking to myself. That was out of character.
Oh.
I want to check out this big armored golem that fought like an orc from
Okay,
back
so
west.
I will say this. For Chase, the person, the main stuff is done now. If you need to get some sleep, man.
Yeah, I've been drifting in and out. I'm gonna head out now.
I got you. I'll
Yeah.
make sure we get some detailed notes on the remaining bit of stuff for you.
All right, cool.
sleep well.
That's
Everyone
fine.
else good to finish off some stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, go ahead and make me investigation on the armor.
All right.
Everyone.
Matt Alex said he wanted to check it out, and Matt
Okay.
Alex is like, "Cool armor."
Him saying
everyone
that gets our
else
attention,
here.
and we start looking around like, "What do you mean, cool armor? It nearly destroyed the shit out of us."
So I would like, let's see, Matt, you finished off the new Paribo, and Matt Alex, you were here too. So both of you roll me D100s.
D100.
What's the command again?
Slash
just
R space.
D100.
I thought so.
82.
Okay.
Or no, 24.
Let's see. So on the 24, that's going to be Matt, as you're kind of standing there, you notice like near this little not fountain thing, but like centerpiece among the grass, you kind of find 14 copper pieces.
Eh.
And what do you want? It's a fucking chart. And then Matt Alex, as you're looking around, like what little scraps of Eagle's clothing seems to have been left on the ground, you find 800 platinum pieces. No.
Oh Jesus! I was gonna be like, what the fuck?
You
I'd
do
be
find
scared
8
shitless.
gold pieces, though.
Nice.
I would have been scared shitless if there was that many platinum pieces.
Hey guys, we can ditch this job now.
Hey guys, let's run for our lives.
Oh, by the way, you guys were paid by Giselle for completing the warehouse job. You did receive your
Oh.
20 gold for that.
Okay.
Right.
151 gold I'm up to.
20 gold each, right?
Yes.
Okay.
God, I would hope so. Or that job's really low paying.
Seriously.
Although
So here's what
no,
I
no,
will
we
say
did
is,
specify, never mind.
if you guys want to check out the house that they had come out of, that would not be a bad idea. What we're going to do for that is it's just going to be a quick investigation check. And
Alright.
then if anyone else wants to check out the armor, there's with the cart gone and Eagle's body gone, there's not that much you can do in the back alleys. And right now you're in Old Town at night after making a bunch of noise.
So we need to
We
be
also-
quick about this.
I'll
We also
investigate
need to
the
be
suit of
quick-
armor.
We also need to be quick to get back so we can tell someone to look for the cart out in the country.
Yeah.
I am gonna check out
Shit.
the house.
Yeah, and I'll
Damn.
I'll check the
Well, we'll
armor.
go ahead and assume everyone checks out the house.
Sure.
Ebo, you're the most familiar with Roll20 for big group checks. Please pull up Hershana's character sheet and you can do her investigation as well.
I cannot do that
He can't. It has to be you, Zaku. You're the GM.
unless you.
You guys
Well, you
can't
can give
their
me
character
ownership
sheet?
of the sheet.
Oh, no, I'll just do it.
Yeah, that's
Let's see. Her investigation is +3. Sorry. D20 +3. Just a 14. Sorry, I instinctively rolled it as a GM. So
Oh,
as you
wow.
guys look through the house, you find nothing of note. Like, nothing. It's almost weird. There's not really any food in the house that, like, nothing looks particularly lived in. You're pretty sure that this is a property that is owned for doing weird shit like this.
sounds about right.
Some kind of safe house sort of deal.
Essentially.
We should probably remember where this house is and tell them where it's at so someone else can investigate it later.
We should burn it
Yeah.
down.
No.
That would take you a while with your current level 1 stats. And I will also, if you guys want, I will let you make investigation checks on the armor.
Yeah, I would like to investigate the armor.
Yeah, please do. For my
And Matt Alex, with the group, you can go ahead and make one more check on that.
All right. Better.
So you all are generally familiar after Dax kind of like jogs your memory. And this was what is called an animated suit of armor. It is essentially a magical construct. It is able to perfectly mimic a regular, just, displaced suit of armor until it hears a word of activation. At which point it obeys its, essentially, whoever has used the word, it obeys them until it is either told to return to being a decorative suit of armor or until it is destroyed.
So that's the nonsense word he shouted.
Yes, that was a command word, essentially.
So does this armor itself have any value?
I will say it kind of has some precious metals on it, since you bring it up. So go and make me another D100 check.
Just Ebo, right?
Yes. Nice. You think that with some of the components that you're able to take off to it off screen, you could probably sell them for 10 gold pieces.
All right, I'll hawk it for 10 gold pieces then.
To probably some wizard or like an alchemist, people you would know.
I know people.
You know a guy.
But with that found, the cart gone, and no information in the house, you guys probably want to bounce.
We do.
Yeah, quick, run back quickly for headquarters so we don't lose that cart. Otherwise, this has all been a waste.
Back to the Avengers HQ.
Yeah. Also, how much experience from this fight?
Oh, thank you. Everyone got 70.
70 experience.
Yes.
6 plus 7.
You guys actually did pretty well in that fight.
Surprisingly well.
235.
Should be at 2. Yep.
235. Yep.
Another 65 and we get to level 2.
At long last.
All right, so you return to headquarters, cloaks up, still trying to be quiet. And at this point, I'm going to say Hershana is kind of just tagging along. And Mad Alex is fixing the echo.
God damn it.
Ah.
So
do not particularly count on her for checks. But so you get back to headquarters, and what would you like to do?
Just sail? Just sail! Just sail! Like trying to find her really quickly, shouting out for her.
You hear a voice from above that just kind of says, "Shut the hell up!" And not just Sale, but Quillin, who is the redhead, kind of comes downstairs wearing just what looks like simple trousers and a tunic, and says, "Why are you shouting in the middle of the night in what is supposed to be a warehouse?"
We found the cart, but we need to get some. We know where it's going, but we need someone to go get it real quick.
To
What?
intercept it.
Cart.
Intercept it. Yes, that's the
She
word.
doesn't know anything about the cart.
About the carts.
So I would like you guys to, as a group, make me an intelligence check. So each of you make intelligence checks.
Okay.
Jeez.
Oh, thank God.
I might be kind of smart.
Salts, you kind of just put your hand on Dax's shoulder and like push him to the side and very quickly summarize everything for Quillin. Now, since you're the one who did that, I would like you to also make a persuasion check.
Oh, thank God it's also him.
That's not bad. She listens to your story and she listens like respectfully and intently. She's not dismissing you. 1 second. Excuse me. And she kind of stands up and she says, "Lord Randall is still not back. I do not have the authority to send out his troops. However, I do have access to some of our contacts. I'll get upstairs. I have means of contacting them that I apologize, I would rather you still not know about. But
That's
I will
fair.
put
That's
someone
fine.
on this matter. Based on where you said they were, they could have ended up on probably 2 roads. I will have someone track both of them, and I will have them at least followed. That is what I can do for now."
That's
We greatly
more than enough
appreciate
for
your
now.
assistance in this matter.
Yeah, also, we killed Egel,
She
Hmm.
says, "Who is Egel?"
who, he worked for the priest lady.
Listen, Egel was the servant of the priestess of damn it, what was the goddess's name?
Aurel.
She holds up her
Aurel.
hand as you get to the word priestess. She says, "I will give you a bit of a life lesson. Information is valuable. You don't know me that well yet either. Save it for Lord Randall's return.
Yeah, but
I'm-
you seemed like a pretty good.
Puts her hand
person.
up.
Dax,
I
shut
mean
up.
this for your own protection.
Dax.
Lord Randall has not told me what you are talking about, and there is likely a reason for that. And I trust my lord.
Oh,
Upon his
right.
return, I will make sure that you get an audience, and I will have that card followed.
We appreciate your assistance in this matter, and I'll endeavor to keep Dax from saying anything more.
For now, she kind of stretches lazily. You are apparently more competent than I originally assumed. She kind of heads over to a side table that she has, and she kind of gets into a drawer and tosses a sack over to Serev.
I immediately catch it and say,
What's
well,
in the bag?
What's in the
You
bag?
hear the clinking of coins.
Ooh, money.
it's
What's
like,
in the bag?
hold on. Because it's kind of rude if I just immediately take a peek in front of them.
No, not
without
at all.
saying anything.
They are very practical here. You've got that kind of sense. She just
Alright.
told you, don't trust me with information. Like,
Yeah. So at that point, I take a quick peek and see how much we have in there.
you see 50 gold in that bag.
Awesome.
And she walks back up to you and she says, Lord Randall did tell me that you took care of some of the kobolds along the East Road. They have been quite a problem. We appreciate your work.
We
So
appreciate
if
the pay.
Now, as she stretches again, you've clearly woken her up. She kind of reaches for a side closet and pulls out her own cloak and says, I think we have one more matter we should attend to for the night. And she heads out the front door.
Okay, that
Dax.
means we gotta follow her.
Dax just shrugs and follows.
So as you follow her, she takes you from this warehouse to a warehouse, well, another building near the merchant quarter. So
Actu-
you would say it is probably on this edge. So like a series of warehouses and like dock structures on the side of a fairly major road next to the merchant quarter.
Would it be safe to do an insight check to make sure that we're not gonna get screwed again?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
You guys are good. You don't have to make them as well.
All right.
Everything, you're pretty sure everything she just said was genuine. Her appreciation was genuine, and that she does have a pretty good sense of your competence. Now, I do have an important question before we proceed. So, you kind of got cut off of telling her things. Did you tell her about the weird fucking blob monster?
No.
No.
No, we just said Eagle. We
All
didn't
right.
say the
Yes.
whole devil shit.
I
Okay.
didn't say anything about the devil.
Well,
Well, I
Hershana
mean, I'm just
also
saying
got
I
a
didn't-
check as high as yours, Ebo, so the party does know what that was.
I'm just
No,
saying
I
didn't
mean, I
mention
was
the
the one that
transformation.
summarized it. Sal's didn't say anything.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
you are taken to a building, and she kind of unlocks the front door and kind of pushes it open, and she says, "All right, have fun," and she is gone.
Oh,
What do you mean gone?
Side
Like
note,
she
since
walks the fuck away.
Oh, I thought you meant she like disappeared into thin
No,
air.
no.
For making a note, how much was in that bag? Did we?
That was
50.
50 gold total.
Yeah, and I
So
spread it
10.
out so 10 a pop.
And a pop. Got it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I already put it in.
So is anyone gonna take a peek inside the door?
Can we do a perception check so that we don't get surprised?
Are you looking through the door?
Are there any windows around it?
No.
Damn it! So through the door.
Yeah.
Dax just walks in.
As you look through
Sal's
the
just gonna
door,
walk in.
well, here's the thing. So as you look through the door, that is what you see. It appears to be a hallway, and you can see 4 doors on the left. The hallway continues past your point of vision, and then there appears to be a break in the wall on the right. Who would like to go in first?
Dax just walks in.
And I follow behind him, realizing that wait, I should have been in front.
All right, so here's what I would like you to do. I actually don't know if you're going to be able to see this. What do you see right now?
Still just seeing
long-
the hallway.
Oh,
Thin
so even if I
hallway.
put your own tokens in unrevealed shit, then it doesn't do anything. Neat. So here's what I would like to do. I'm just going to put you in the lit portion, show me the order in which you guys walked in, and then what you do.
We entered in from the left, right?
Yes, the door is on the left there.
Okay, so I would be going first. And I guess Seraph said he was following right behind me.
Is that as far as you moved?
No, we're literally like just right by the beginning.
I mean, I would have like stopped by the first doors.
Even that far in, it's pretty much fine since you all have fucking dark vision. You can see to the end of this hallway. There's a wall at the very end, and there's another door on the left. So that is a total of 5 doors now.
I've always heard that you should always check 3 doors down for some reason.
I want to roll a
Jax
perception.
trips over his own feet and falls down.
For thinking something that's silly. No, we check every door slowly and carefully.
In what order?
In order of proximity to be safe.
So are you opening the door that you're standing in front of?
Well, I'm first checking for any traps, if anything.
Okay, roll me an investigation
I
door, and also give me a moment. I'm gonna blow my nose.
Go for it. Oh, for a -1, that's actually a pretty nice roll.
So you don't see anything untoward about this door. It's just a plain old wooden door with a doorknob.
Okay, at that point, I will carefully crack it open a little bit to peek inside.
And upon, well, so you're peeking inside?
Yeah, I'm not fully just entering in the room just willy-nilly.
All right. What I will give you then is boopity-doop. You see this. So you see a table and a chair.
Just a table and a chair, nothing crazy going on. All
That's
right,
what you see.
All right, at that point, I open the door completely as I don't see anything untoward there.
All right. You are turned into a newt. You see a bed and an armor rack. And the bed is not like the equivalent of Egyptian cotton, but it's a clean bed. It has sheets, it has a blanket.
Guys, I think this is just our new headquarters.
Dax opens up the door next to him.
As you open up the second door, you see a yawning portal of fire. The very act of seeing it just sears your eyes.
You didn't do any checks, dude.
I quickly close the door.
You see a second room. Very similar to the first.
Amateurs.
What would you like to do?
I figure we'd probably just let Matt, Alex, and Evo
Eva.
take their turns if they want to do anything.
You
And
guys aren't in
slowly-
initiative.
Well, at that point,
Next fucking
Salts.
door.
Are you guys both opening doors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Saul's good choice. You open a door, and the desk is covered in books.
Ooh, books.
They're nothing special. One is like a novel, probably. One is like, I don't know, agricultural techniques. But books. And then, Matt, Alex, you see the same.
Nice.
it's got lyrics in it.
Boring books.
Yeah, again, just same, like some novels, and just, they're kind of on the desk.
Okay, so over here.
Ebo, real quick, because Ebo has stepped to there. As you kind of glance around, hold on,
I'm sorry.
slow your roll. As you kind of get to that corner, you can see a bit around the corner. You see a bigger section of wall and what appears to be a bit larger of a hallway and another door. As you get to there, see, all of this would be automatic in that new Foundry shit,
Well, technically
Nice.
speaking, if you use the lighting system in this and paid money,
which costs money here, and I don't
Yes.
want.
I know.
You see this hallway with one door on the left, double doors on the right, and double doors at the end. There's also still one more door in the main hallway.
Double door. Number
You
one.
opening that up?
Yeah, well, peeking slowly first before just popping it open.
Okay, so Sarah, you're opening the last door, and then Salts, I take it you guys are just opening the rest of the fucking doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. So you see one more room. Salts, you see what appears to be just kind of a general storage area. Dax, you see a room with a large table in the center with what appears to be a map of Prague, as well as 6 chairs and kind of 2 tables and a box put together to be like a large table in the corner. And it's got kind of like empty notebooks and just like stuff for taking notes with.
Planning room.
And then Mad Alex, where you are, I'm actually going to...
Books, you say?
You kind of see that. You see a wall, and you kind of see 2 tables as you first open the door.
Open it the rest of the way.
Well, are you going to step inside?
Yep.
I'm gonna step inside carefully.
As you guys step inside, you see, in addition to several tables, are 2 training dummies.
Neat. Slice.
A room where we can practice with our weaponry. I think we should probably call it something like the danger room.
And then, Mad Alex, as you go around that last corner, you see... Oh, by the way, some of those aren't tables, those are shelves.
Also, when Dax makes that joke, I'm going to smack him in the back of the head with my quarterstaff.
Thank
Mad
you.
Alex, echo.
It's the training room.
So as you come around the corner, you see another shelf, and actually what appears to be a long hallway with a dummy at the end.
That would be where any ranged individuals can practice.
Shooting range.
And it's in its own hallway so that you can't accidentally shoot someone.
Abo.
Quick, shoot at me.
So as you guys are kind of slowly walking around, you hear footsteps back by the door.
Oh shit.
And around the corner comes a mousy little blonde pulling down her hood who appears to be chewing some medieval equivalent of gum.
Fuck, I had her name. What was her name again?
Giselle.
Just sail.
Giselle.
Just
She
sail.
looks around, she says, "What are you guys creeping around for?"
Paranoia.
Trust no one.
You like
The
your
other
new
girl
digs?
told us... Yeah, it's
What, this place is
pretty
ours?
neat.
Yeah, you think we just cram everyone into the one warehouse? Come on.
Yes, I do.
Definitely a nice place.
There ain't room there. So, we have a few buildings like this. We house teams in them. It's essentially yours. You don't own it. Don't try to sell it. That would be a bad idea. But yeah,
we don't have to pay rent.
she shakes her head. She says, "No, that's part of the benefit of working for." She kind of looks around. She says, "Well, working for who you're working for."
Woohoo!
Can we make use of everything that's in here?
She kind of nods while still just chewing her gum, and she says, "Mm-hmm. Again, don't try to take it out and go selling it. That probably wouldn't end too well. But yeah, it's all for you guys."
So
You guys seen the
this is-
tavern?
I'm just gonna make a note of it now. Sal's is gonna stuff a couple notebooks into his pack.
God damn that chaotic element.
She pointedly watches you do it while just chewing gum and says, "I see you guys are still weird."
I'm just imagining Giselle as like the secretary from Ghostbusters.
Oh god.
She kind of stretches lazily and she says, "Yeah, we already scheduled for water deliveries to come here. You'll be able to bathe here, get, I guess, water if you want it. Also, don't mind the fact that there's not a bathroom on here. It's kind of a limited creation tool I use. So I would like to draw your attention out of character to the fact that I made this place for you guys.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Friggin' awesome.
This
Nice.
is the first asset I've used that I didn't find. I made this in a building thing.
I knew
Yeah,
I
thank
recognized
you.
these assets.
Well, there's one asset you don't recognize. The map of Prague in the planning room
That's
is the actual
actually
map of Prague shrunk
Nice.
down.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that as well.
But yeah, she's still kind of walking around. She says, "So yeah, that takes care of that. You need anything else? The Manticore's tail is across the street."
Manticore's tail, huh?
What is that, like a pub or
She
grocery
stretches.
store?
Yeah. You guys want to go grab a drink?
Yeah, are you coming with?
After everything in a day,
She shrugs. She says, "You buying?"
Sure, I got some gold burning a hole in my pocket.
you know what? You were nice to us. A round's on me.
Why not? Maybe I'll learn some shit.
She smiles and heads out the door. Again, hoods are up. She takes you across the street and just a little ways down the way, like it's a fucking 2-minute walk. And she takes you to the Manticore's tail.
Oh, that kind of tail.
It's play on words.
Didn't.
Who enters first?
Probably Seraph.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
stocky ass.
Seraph's kind
Oh,
of
this
the
place has
de facto
outhouses. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
So wait, who comes in first?
Seraph.
I do.
So the two dogs at the front door kind of smell you and don't recognize you, and they just start growling quietly.
Can I do
really?
an animal handle?
Yeah,
I do an
that's
animal
exactly what I was
handling
going
to-
for.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not touching animal handling.
So Sarah, you kind of put your hand up, and the black dog kind of like backs off a little bit, like he's kind of eyeing you up, but he's not growling anymore. What the fuck?
I'm good with
Matt-
animals.
You kind of put your hand up, and he starts smelling at your hand a little questionably, and then for some bizarre reason, both of them just kind of ignore you and come up and like just rub up against the tiefling.
Fuck it.
And you hear and Matt Alex gets his hand nipped at. You take 1 piercing damage. Wait,
Wait,
that's
Matt
where
Alex,
she
where-
went.
What?
Okay,
Alex,
so I had to do some resizing of tokens because you guys aren't on a grid right now, by the way.
right.
And when I resized Hershana the first time, I couldn't find your fucking token. It's apparently over here by the Compass Rose for some fucking reason.
Oh, hey.
What the?
It's gone. Don't worry.
No, it's
Matt
not.
Alex, weren't you?
No, the one that was over by the Compass Rose.
Now it
Oh,
is.
there it goes.
So as you guys interact with the dogs, you hear kind of a gruff voice from behind the bar, and you look over and you see kind of an overweight half-orc in essentially the medieval equivalent of a tank top, and he's just barking some laughter. He's like, ha, I don't see the dogs get that close to people normally. You must be all right. And he sees Jasale walk in with you, and he's like, I take it back. Get the fuck out of my tavern. And Jasale walks in, and she's just like, oh, fuck off, old man. Okay, wow, that was the most different things have ever been from minute to minute. That
Oh,
didn't
fuck
happen.
off, old man.
And she just kind of like walks over to the fucking corner table and just pops a seat.
I guess we all follow her.
It's up to you.
I suppose we're all gonna crowd into that booth.
Eventually, but I want to at least shoot the shit a bit with the orc.
Make me a persuasion check.
Sure thing, even though it's probably going to fail.
Make it with advantage for a reason I'm not going to tell you yet.
Oh, alright.
He likes you.
No, that's not what it is.
No,
Okay,
it's that
so
the dogs like this.
it's actually not. As you approach the bartender to, just get the measure of him, introduce yourself, you see behind him kind of a really large battle axe. And he sees kind of your, not beat up, but clearly has been used armor, your warhammer and everything, kind of gives you a nod of respect. And with your, kind of general merc senses, you get the feeling he used to swing that battle axe a lot.
At that point, I would ask him, just casually, it's like, hey, did you serve?
He says, that's a word for it. You can
Which
call swinging a
company?
weapon whatever you want.
For which company did you serve with?
Kind of sighs and says, I can't honestly say that I stuck with one for too long. They don't tend to like my kind.
Well, they're a bunch of assholes if they don't realize how strong you are and how useful you'd be in a fight.
He kind of nods and he says, fuck. Sarah, sure. He kind of gestures to one of the barmaids right here. Says, hey, Sarah, that first round is free. and kind of like comes to this side of the bar where he can see Giselle at the table, and he says, "Yeah, 4 ales, free."
4?
Yeah.
Or-
He doesn't wanna
Hershana,
pay
it's 5 for Hershana.
5, but we need to pay for.
Just making sure no one's getting excluded.
Oh no, our party is not getting excluded, and we got to
Okay,
Yanko again.
Go.
Damn it.
Our party
Eventually
isn't
we'll figure that
excluded.
one out.
Matt Alex,
But,
I can't remember. Do you have headphones?
The ones that are shit, and I still don't know why this is happening when it doesn't happen any other time.
Boo.
Buy some headphones.
Yeah,
Anyway, but yeah. So in general, you guys are kind of introduced to the Manticore's tale. You meet, came up with it and didn't write it down. You meet Grogorth, the Invincible, who's the bartender.
Awesome.
Grogorth,
The Invincible.
Grogorth.
While I'm
Grogor.
sitting at the
He's
table,
gonna be my best friend.
While I'm sitting at the table,
double
I
G.
start
Alright,
talking
that's
to him.
Fancy.
I
Is
So
there
wait,
a-
are you going to the corner table or are you staying to talk to the bartender?
stay and talk to the bartender.
All right, you
Definitely.
kind of take up a seat at the bar. In general, this isn't like super important roleplay, you guys. I'm just introducing you to like your home base assets type stuff.
Oh god,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't have
just-
control over my token.
What, you don't?
Relax. Nope.
Oh, I didn't give you guys control.
Nope.
Oh fuck, that's my bad.
It's all
I
right.
remembered to put the tokens in.
That is true.
I will give you
Sarah, if you have control.
Indeed, I do.
Sauls, you have control.
Alright, Saul's takes his tankard of ale and
Sauls, make me a perception check as you walk to that table. Oh, I almost gave Carl to Sauls. I was
I
distracted.
don't see shit.
No, you pretty much like just walk there and you barely manage to not trip over a bar stool.
Awesome.
Everyone should have control of their characters now.
But yeah, I grab my tankard of ale and slide into the
I would add more tankard icons, which I do have, but I don't fucking care enough.
brain things into the
Dex orders a glass of wine and goes to join
The
Giselle
booth.
and Saul's in the
Sauls,
booth.
your fucking
Yeah.
friend.
I'm getting introduced to a lot of names, so I'm trying to keep them together.
Yeah. So it is also worth noting when you order that wine, you get kind of a good-natured bark of laughter from Grogorth. But it's not like, it's just in jest. It's in good fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
the little boy's just gonna have some wine.
So you
Is-
guys kind of hang out and like, so you see,
Is that passed out lady?
make me a perception check.
Do you see the passed out lady?
So you see what looks to be kind of another adventuring party over there. And no, that is a guy. He has long hair, and he seems to have already kind of checked out for the night next to his chair.
Is he drunk off his ass? Or is he...
Yes, he
Seems
has an
like it.
empty flagon next to him.
Jeez.
His friends don't seem concerned about it. Like, you're pretty sure he's fine. He's on his side, so he's not going to die of his own vomit.
Well, he's got that going for him, which is nice.
I'm assuming just Sales at the same table with us.
Yeah, she's kind of got her feet up across the entire other bench and is just leaning against the wall. Did one of you buy her a round of ale?
Shit.
Yeah, I did.
Thank
Okay,
God someone.
well,
Sarah bought it and Dax brought it over. And she just kind of
Okay.
takes a long drag on that and just gives you a smile. And then Matt Alex resets Discord again.
Son of a bitch.
Actually, let me just reboot Discord entirely.
Cool, no rush.
See if that does anything.
Well, anyways, Dex is gonna try again to convince Giselle to let him try a piece of whatever it is she's chewing.
All right, make me a persuasion check. You did bring the round over.
Shit.
Oh no.
Hey, Giselle, you know how I was asking about that stuff you're chewing earlier?
She takes another kind of drag on the ale, and she's like, "Yeah, I do."
you might. Do you have any extra I could give a shot of?
She kind of eyes you up and she says, "Did you buy the ale?"
I mean, there will be future ale bought, but Sarah already bought this first ale.
And she kind of leans out like the side of the table. Also, these like kind of dividers here don't go to the fucking ceiling, so you can still see over there. She says, "Hey, dwarf,
Aye.
want to try some gum?"
Oh,
The hell is gum?
Hey, come over, friend.
All right.
Zaku, can I ask, is this character's voice and acting based on Potato Girl?
I don't know what Potato Girl is.
Attack on Titan Abridged?
Oh,
Oh,
her.
God.
No.
Because that's all I'm hearing and
Okay,
seeing
I
right
could
now.
tell you what I'm going for, but I know I'm nowhere close and I need to practice it, okay?
Because that's what I'm hearing and seeing from this chick.
Okay, I don't want to hear too much on this because I do try with my voices, genuinely. What I'm going for is like a non-murderous Harley Quinn.
Okay, gotcha.
I have no idea how to do a Brooklyn accent right now. I'm gonna work on that. But
But
that's
you
kind of
live
what
there.
I'm picturing here. Yeah, but people don't actually have accents here. Everyone moved here.
Yeah, I know.
There's like 7 people with that accent, as I always... Here, Seraph can back me up on something I've always told you guys, because they love to ask. It's like, hey, so do people actually say, hey, I'm walking here? And I'm like, yeah, there's like 4 of them of the 8 million people.
That'll actually say it with that accent? Yeah, at most.
And talk like that.
Maybe
but-
4 Italians from the good old days, and they're old as shit now.
So
I'm
she kind of
walking.
pulls a little piece of wax wrapped cube out of her pocket, unwraps it, and says, "Here, catch." And she throws it like directly into your mouth.
does she need to make a dexterity?
No, Seraph
Oh.
does.
I have to make a dexterity check.
Yeah.
Cannot choke on that.
Yes. Is that would be a dex save though, wouldn't it? Because it's been done to him.
I don't think he has proficiency in it anyway.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you catch it. You start chewing it. It has kind of you describe it as a sugary flavor. And
Huh.
she's like, "Hey, don't swallow it. Just chew. It's just fun." And she keeps chewing hers while taking another drag on her ale. Thanks for the drink.
Welcome, sweetie. Actually, wow. This actually isn't too bad.
And then
Oh.
as the scene kind of fades out, she takes another piece and just tosses it still wrapped across the table at Dax.
Oh, thank you.
And then just kind of fade to black. We're not actually done yet, but we're done with like the kind of in-scene stuff.
Nice.
So
I actually like this bit.
here's what I would like to tell you. The next 3 weeks pass without particular incident. You do 2 more jobs for Randall, the details of which we will discuss next time. But they're fairly minor. They're kind of more like investigation type stuff. You're not going and fighting like 9 dudes.
Yeah.
Between those times, you confirm that this building, I'm actually going to take you guys back over to the other building, is in fact yours to live in, yours to use for like planning of things, and yours to spend your general time in. If you guys ever like break the dummies, those can be replaced. Like they have stuff for that. Sarah, you're still on the token layer, right?
Yep.
Okay, it looked a little weird. I take it you guys have chosen your rooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna go with the second one. Pretty much the ones we all first peeked into, I'm assuming.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, we could have shuffled around based on any tastes or needs, but
And if you ask
don't know.
really nicely, I can rebuild this and I can lay your room out however you want. I don't promise that though. They're fully functional right now.
Me and
Like,
Ebbo are probably the most book read of the 5, so makes
I
sense
need
for
more
us.
books.
also, the crates in there kind of have like some general supplies, so like field ration type stuff. So in general, you're probably going to be spending some money eating at the fucking Manticore's Tail, where after like a week or so, you make some more friendly conversation with Grogorth, the Invincible, and you kind of have a regular table back there. Like he'll kind of give a stink eye to anyone so that you guys can sit back there.
nice.
What are these exactly?
These are armor racks.
Yeah. So that while we're resting, we could just, not
Yeah.
sleep in our armor and just have them sitting there.
Well, sleeping in your armor is a terrible idea. Normally, you would probably just have to kind of throw it in a heap.
I'm gonna make this request for later. Replace the armor rack with a shelf of books. But that is it.
What, you just want you want a shelf in there instead of an armor rack?
Pretty much, yes.
If I redesign this, because I'll tell you right now, it didn't save.
If you,
So I would have to do the whole thing over.
if you have the time.
I will consider it. If not, we can totally just say you have a shelf of books next to your desk.
I mean, we're not gonna. I can't imagine there's gonna be a lot of events happening here. This is just flavor, pretty much, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Until this place gets attacked while we're all in it.
Yeah.
Or
Which
while
is
you're
why.
not.
They're gonna ransack our shit.
So during these jobs, you kind of have made like general friends, as you saw with Giselle. She kind of serves as your contact because you don't want to be seen like talking to Randall Calderon directly all the time, or for the same 5 heavily armed people to be seen going to the same warehouse. So she kind of acts as a go-between, like she drops off your missions, things like that. As you saw kind of at the end of the in-character session, she seems pretty cool. You guys seem to get along decently well. The few times that you do go back to the headquarters, you have like a generally respectful relationship with Quillin, who is you find out is Randall Calderon's basically second in command in terms of this off-the-grid shit that he does. Because he is still in charge of a battalion responsible for the area around the city.
Wait, who's second in command?
Quillin. She is
Redhead.
second in command of this part of his life. She has no official capacity within like the military forces of Prague. So like in his absence, when he has to go run his other shit, she kind of runs shit.
So we can pretty much surmise that he's pretty well off, considering he's able to house and operate and pay multiple cells of informants and enforcers.
Yes. The other thing is you have a feeling he has a lot of connections, and you probably talked to Giselle a bit about this. So he's able to get things like this building, and that's one of the reasons that he doesn't pay as much raw gold.
Because we get perks out of it instead.
Exactly.
works.
There are
That's
also
fine.
perks like you have some limited access to the general information network that they have for like things that you guys want to find out.
Yeah,
But
which I will definitely be tapping into between jobs.
Yeah, we will talk about that. So over the course, it's worth noting, of those 2 jobs, you guys hit level 2.
Woo!
Da-da-da.
Do we just boost up to 300?
Yes, so you're essentially at a flat 300.
All right.
We don't have to deal with that right now. There's no reason to deal with that right now. And there's like 2 other things that I want to handle before we're done for tonight. So over the course of those 3 weeks, did you guys still want to build Salzamnon a staff to help him with long-range spells?
Oh, that was your guys' thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
So here is how that's going to work if you guys want to do it. I assume you do?
I'm down for it.
It depends
'Cause I
on how
can
much
guarantee-
it costs.
I mean,
but
I don't know how
yes.
much help I could be, but
And we'll see how much help you could be. So here is what it is going to take. It is going to take 100 gold pieces. I know what you're going to say about the spyglass. Hold tight. And it is actually going to be a group effort in a way that I will describe to you. However, you need to purchase the 100 gold worth of components, whether it succeeds or fails. Is that something that you want to do, Sauls? It's worth noting, if you talk to the others, they might help. You don't have to pay it completely out of pocket. You guys are kind of a team now.
Sure.
Okay? How would you guys like to split that cost?
I'll throw 10 towards it because it's still going to be towards the greatest benefit to Sal's. So if say he pays, let's say like he does 50 gold and everybody else does 10,
I'll toss in 20.
And in that case, we'll probably just have Hershana not throw money in because she's not here to speak for her money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that 20 covers what she might pay.
Yeah. Dax,
So
are you
20
in to throw 10 gold in on this?
20. So he's just short by 10.
No, if you throw 10 in, then that's the gold.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's all he needs to finish that.
Yes. 10 is what
Okay,
he is
yeah,
asking for you.
I
from
throw
you.
10 in.
Okay. So has everyone removed their gold?
How much
Yep.
gold am I removing exactly?
As of right now, you're removing 50.
Sal is
Including for your pocket.
removing 50, yeah.
Wait, that math doesn't add up. Seraph give 10, Carl give 20.
No, Seraph said he was giving 20.
Did he say 20? Okay, I wrote down 10 for some reason.
No, wait a sec. Because it was
He
that
said he was giving
Sal
10.
was going to drop 50.
Oh, that would only come to 90. That's true.
I'll drop 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
And
never mind.
everyone
Yeah,
has
I see
removed
why I
their
was
gold?
off. Yep.
And
All right,
that
so here's how
drops
this
me-
big group check is going to work. This takes place over a week of essentially your spare time. So when we get back together, I want to know what you guys have been doing for 2 weeks of essentially your own time. It doesn't have to be alone if you guys want to talk. And it's like, hey, Dax and Sarah, we're doing this together. Cool, whatever. When we come back, I'll have measured up what I need you guys to pay just for, like, say, the food you've been eating, which isn't going to be much at all. You don't have to pay rent, which is going to cut your fucking living expenses more than in half.
Sales will also be purchasing an alchemist's.
Oh, an alchemist kit?
I think it's a kit. The thing I need for the spell I'm about to learn.
Okay. With your time in Prague, make me a. I want to see a history check first. I'm going somewhere with this. All right. Well, you can still make me a persuasion check. Was that a 1?
Yeah.
It's red. That's a 1.
That's a critical.
You send out Dax to get that kit, and he's able to get it for 50 gold. Because when you tried to buy it off someone, you pissed them off and they wanted 60.
Okay, so that specifically that's alchemist supplies. So we're clear. Yeah.
All right. But in general, unless you use something that says it expends this, I will treat it as you have it now. It's inconsequential to fill up the minor shit. So, this is going to take, like I said, 1 week of your free time. Here's how it's going to work. Here's how everyone is going to contribute. You have a total goal that you want to hit. Everyone is going to have a set skill that they're going to apply here, or an attribute. Sariv is going to be using dexterity, but you get to use your smithing tools. It's not going to be strength and smithing tools. This is delicate work. Saul's is going to roll Arcana. Hershana, which I will roll for, is going to roll Dex because she knows how to, like, shoot long range. Carl is a bard. He's going to inspire you all with charisma. Dax is going to help. He's going to roll a flat D20.
I help.
Oh,
And if
no.
anyone is like, this isn't balanced to each player, I balanced it for the group. So here's 2 important things, though. You're each going to make 3 rolls, but we're going to do them one at a time because it's fun. And
Oh no.
there is one twist that I'm not telling you about.
Oh no.
Remember, something can go wrong with it, and we would have to deal with it.
So Sariv, I would like, it's going to go Sariv, Sauls, Hershana, which I will do, Carl, Dax, and we're going to go in that order 3 times. So Sariv, you are going to make me a dexterity check, but you can add your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so the smithing tools.
Smithing tools just means you get your proficiency bonus.
And a dexterity check, you said, right?
Yes. So,
Oh, that's off to a great start.
okay.
Dude, I have 0 dexterity.
You get your smithing tools?
Yeah.
Wait, what's the 0 plus 0 plus 2?
He did 3d20.
No, it's 1d20, but it's plus 0 plus 0 plus 2.
I'm gonna guess.
Like,
2
what I
is the
did to roll.
proficiency. The other two, I'm not sure what. I'm gonna guess one of them was his stat
Dexterity.
dex bonus, and the other
Yeah, like
one
when-
was something else. But either way, it still adds up to a 3.
It's just weird how they did that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you rolled a natural 1. Sauls, make me that Arcana check.
Please, RNGesus. Oh, thank
Nice.
What?
God.
All right, I'm going to make that dexterity roll, and I need to remember to do this in the open.
That would be good.
Okay, that's a 6.
Damn it,
Uh,
guys.
Carl, roll me a charisma check.
Big money, big money.
You know
big
what?
money.
You're lucky I said you know what. Carl, you can make me a performance check.
All right.
Because you're kind of tailoring how you cheer everyone up to each of them.
Oh, no.
I'm going to take the 10 charisma.
Thank you for that.
We recognize his effort despite him not being on tune.
Dax, make me a d20 roll.
Oh.
You
If
can
he's
do
the
it.
highest roll in here aside from me, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh, God.
Yes, he is. And we have to remember, this is the first roll.
All right. Sarah, you are up again. Matt
Okay.
Alex, fix Discord.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Going again, because when you select the tools, you could also select which attribute, and then that's how it does the roll.
Mhm.
All right. Okay,
Better.
that's 12. Ebo, give me another Arcana check.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
That ain't bad. Let's give another Dexterity check.
Oh.
That's
That's identical.
In my
Yeah.
life.
if you get another identical roll.
Carl, give me that performance.
Da-da-da.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
We
wowed
need-
us
we
with a
need the-
rendition.
We need the encouragement.
Dax, give me that D20. I'm helping.
Oh
Wow.
my
20.
God.
Nice.
What is
Sarah,
this?
give me another Dex check with proficiency.
All right, smithing tools, dexterity. Eh,
Uh,
clearly, I'm what offsets it.
Sauls, go ahead and roll some Arcana.
No whammies, no whammies. Oh, thank God.
All right, Hershana, roll me some Dex. Hey, look at that.
There we go.
Wow, nice.
Carl, give me that performance.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
All right, Dax, give me that D20.
12.
Okay. So here is what I would like. What is the lowest roll on this table I have? The lowest roll that I have is Sarev's 3. Sarev, you get one more roll. You learned along the way.
Oh, oh, this is
So-
a nightmare.
Would you guys like to know what the twist was?
What's the twist?
Sure.
The twist was that Dax is not very good at helping. So Dax's rolls were reversed.
Oh, no!
What do you mean they were reversed?
The
No!
more that you thought you were helping, the less that you were helping.
Oh my God, he helped so much. Oh
He got a
God.
19 and a 20, which became a 2 and a 1.
This is a nightmare.
Bit it, bit it, bit.
This
Oh,
is a
man.
nightmare.
What's the damage?
As a group, you were able to build this device.
Whew.
Ebonarch,
Yes.
with your 19 and 20, you truly believe that you helped.
Except he was getting in the way the whole fucking time.
So Ebonarch, I would like you to read. Oh, sorry. There's a confirmation window. The new handout that is there. However, before you start, when you get there is a table. I would like you to start from the bottom of the table once you get to the table.
Okay. Staff of range. Staff, in quotation marks, uncommon, requires entombment by a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard. This metal staff has been shaped similarly to a crossbow and designed to be held in a similar fashion. A small arcane orb is attached along the bottom to be held in the user's offhand. A spyglass is carefully attached to the top and has been magically attuned to the user's magical energy. 2 floatable metal prongs are attached further down the bottom of the staff. You can use a bonus action to deploy the prongs and rest the staff on the ground. The staff cannot be moved once the prongs have been deployed. Once you've done so and you are prone with the staff, you gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls on spells made against a target that is 60 feet or further away. Each time you gain this bonus, roll a d10.
D100.
Sorry, d100.
Start at the bottom.
3 to 100, no effect. If I roll a 2, the staff harmlessly falls apart, destroying the staff and leaving only the arcane orb as a usable item. If I roll a 1, the staff explodes in a burst of magical enemy. The user takes 1d10 force damage. Each creature within 5 feet of the staff at the time of the explosion must make a dexterity save, DC equal to the user's spell save DC, or takes 1d8 force damage. A random magical effect determined by the DM accompanies the explosion.
Please continue. There's one more note below the table.
Yeah, you must spend an action to return the prongs to a movable configuration, and a note at the bottom, called together by the ragtag band of heroes, combined efforts of teamwork and friendship.
Aw.
Welcome to your staff.
I don't know if I want to use it anymore. It sounds
This is an item.
Wait,
This is an item that you made yourself, Saku, or
Yeah.
did you pull this from somewhere?
No, I developed this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can tell.
that is fairly generous in terms of when it'll
Also,
actually.
if you guys couldn't tell, it has bipods like a fucking gun.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
caught
got
with the
that.
2 prongs immediately. But
I-
yeah,
I have a magical
snipe
sniper
with it.
rifle.
So
Yeah.
every time that you fire it, Ebo, essentially, you have a 1% chance of it exploding.
God damn it.
Dude,
Chrome.
1% chance. Unless the gods of random numbers really hate your guts, it's safe
also
to
worth
use.
noting if you are within 60 feet and therefore like not getting a bonus, then there's no chance of explosion, but you also get no bonus.
Oh, I see.
So as long as it's beyond 60 feet, so from Paris.
You get the feeling that maybe someday you guys will learn to like tweak the spyglass and get it within 30 feet, but don't plan for that anytime soon.
Yeah, not in
I
this
just
session.
I just want the D100 effect not to be there.
Yeah.
Too fucking
Dude.
bad.
Dude,
That's
we're
your
actually able to
trade-off.
build
I,
it.
I take a shot in the fucking shooting range. Oof. We're safe.
I don't think this
See?
shooting range is beyond 60 feet.
Shit, you're right. It is definitely not.
I mean, this entire place, I think, is 75 feet across, up and down. It's 15 squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless he was firing from.
You throw the shelf down and come out into the main hallway just to see if it'll happen.
Oh, that's so good. The staff of range.
I'm
No,
glad
actually-
you like it.
No, he
Yeah,
lays
you
down right
Saku.
on this table right here. No, he'll lay down like right on this table right here with the bipod to take shots.
That's a
Uh,
shelf.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So the ones where you see that bit of angle to them are shelves.
I could probably remove the shelf and then take a shot from there, but yeah.
Yeah,
You could, but why?
because he wants to practice with his sniper.
That was the first try once I got it. That I never did it again.
Now, we have one more matter to discuss before we end for tonight.
Roll for initiative. No.
A +1 bonus to attacks though. Not too shabby. At
I mean, I
level
wasn't
2.
going to give you guys like a flat fucking +1 bonus this early on. I feel it is fairly balanced in that you might hesitate to use it because, as you noticed, you can't move it unless you waste an action once you do so.
You have a 2% chance of losing it.
So do me a favor, move all 4 of your characters out into the hallway. The main hallway, like in line with the door. So as you guys come home one night from, relaxing at the Manticore's tail, you see Giselle is actually in the hallway. She kind of looks at you and she's like, "Took you long enough." She says, "Come on, boss is in the room."
I
Like
take
the
it.
map room?
Yeah, sorry. He should have already appeared there. I'm just having a hard time finding his stupid fucking token. I apologize. There we go. Boop. So he's kind of
Hello again, Batman.
Roll20 likes being fucking stupid when you hit the edge. It's annoying. So he kind of stands there and he says, "Hello, my friends. How have you been enjoying the new house?"
It's nice.
It's very nice.
These accommodations have been more than generous, and we greatly appreciate it, sir.
Says, "I appreciate what you've done for me." Also, Giselle is just like sitting across 2 of the chairs.
Of course. she
Chewing
is.
gum as usual.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Harley
But she's
Quinn.
just like relaxed against the wall, and he says, "Well, aside from some small jobs, I do regret to inform you. I need you to earn this place a bit."
Sounds like we'll be kicking things up a notch.
He smiles and kind of nods, and he says, "That's a way of putting it." He kind of pushes Giselle's feet casually off this chair and says,
So,
sorry, go ahead.
so we're gonna cook something?
He
I
kind of
don't
looks at
want
you,
Dax.
and then he just looks back over at Serev, and he says, "So, what do you know about the northern border?"
I'm sorry, what do we know about what?
The northern border.
Not familiar.
History?
Oh, yeah,
History
go ahead and
check?
make me some history checks.
Yeah.
Why the fuck does Dax know about what's going on in the world?
I mean, he would have probably paid attention to like places, like hearing stories of other arena fighters. Maybe, I don't know.
You've probably also spent some time with Quillin. Probably another couple of sparring sessions.
Learn a bit, and that's how you made it to level 2.
Carl, you gonna make history?
Yeah, let's say I.
Oh my
never
God.
And
mind.
this
Yeah. We needed that.
I learned a lot about what was happening in the world in the past 2 weeks. Okay.
So yeah, in your 2 weeks, maybe throw in some library time. Saul's hooked you up with like where to go to catch up on the city. I'm not actually requiring that for a good roll. That'd be bullshit. Like, oh, you rolled fucking natural 20, you're gonna earn that 20. No, but what you all know, and Carl, you know a lot. I don't have details prepped right this second. Is that along the northern border of Valinar is primarily blocked off by the mountains where the Bronzeblade clan mines for materials and like makes their weapons and everything. And that mountain range kind of serves to protect them because before you reach the next most northern country, there is essentially a minor nation of hobgoblins. And hobgoblins, you all know with your history, are a very regimented but very warlike people. And you as in Valinar, have been at war with this hobgoblin host for probably say on and off for like the last 2 or 3 years. So like they're always up there. It's never friendly, but they're not always sieging one of your fucking mountain passes, that sort of thing.
But you don't want to be caught seeing each other.
Somewhat that. Like if you send a patrol out to the north of one of those like keeps, it's going to be a heavily armed patrol. But they do patrol the roads up there. Though if you're a merchant, you're probably not trying to get your wares up through the mountains and to the nation north of you.
All right, so we're going to a real bad place full of hobgoblins.
So I assume you guys kind of answer his question. Like you all clearly know roughly what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He leans back and kind of looks up at the ceiling and he says, "Well, unfortunately, it's in a more vicious part of it right now. Quite a few of my men meant to guard around the area have been reassigned to support them in the north. And that means that when one of the villages under my charge goes completely quiet, and I haven't heard from them in more than a week now, I don't have anyone to go check it out. And that's not acceptable to me. So, I trust your judgment. You're adventurers, you know your talents well. I will give you the choice. I need your help, and you can help me in one of two ways. You can either go and check out the village for me, see what's become of it, and why I've heard nothing from them. No requests for supplies, no sending in wheat, nothing. Or, if you would prefer with your talents, Mad Alex can reset Discord real quick. Or, they are not against mercenaries up there, and given that it is one of my brothers running the northern border right now, he would trust my judgment, and you can replace one of my squads of troops. You would work for him. I honestly do not know exactly what you would be doing, but I know how the Valinar army fights, and I doubt you would be in the front lines. You also would not be running messages, and your weapons would see work. It is up to you. Either way, you help me a great deal.
I'm all for a good fight, but maybe we should go. It would probably be quicker to just have us go to the village instead of going to replace a regiment and then have them walk all the way back.
Kind of nods and he says, "We do have horses and carts for these kinds of things, which unfortunately I don't have access to get you to the village because the supplies are tight." You get a sense of like massive frustration concerning his army side of things.
Mm-hmm.
I would be able to access a cart to get you there and to get my men back, but you would be walking to the village. It would likely be a bit quicker to get to the village yourselves, but not unduly quick.
All right, so that benefit's not nearly as worth it as we're seeing. But, we're going to see a hell of a lot more fighting if we go up north as opposed to all the investigations checks that we're going to have to do at the village. The question is, what the hell is going to be waiting for us at the village that's basically going to be, well, it could easily be another devil situation for all we know.
Could be something interesting. You're right.
Well, that's for sure. It might not
Do
be.
you say that out loud, Sauls?
Yes.
Huh, okay.
And also, people there might need our help. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's a helping part too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The village definitely interests me a little more, but
Well, here's the thing: do we want to fight hobgoblins, or do we want to fight whatever weird stuff he's got in the village?
Weird stuff. Weird stuff.
weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
Oh shit. Okay. We're gonna go for the weird stuff in the village.
He cocks his head to the side and says, "What do you mean weird stuff?"
I'm sorry.
Village stuff.
We've been no. At that point, I say I'm sorry. We've spent far too much time around Dax, as you can see.
You're fine. You can
Yes.
also just give a real line, and I'll take that out of character.
I assume in the interim time we told him about Calderon about the Eagle stuff.
Yeah, it's like this the first time we're seeing him in a while.
And told him about the cart.
What we are going to do is you will be able to have that conversation with him, and we will have that next session to cover that interim period.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
fair.
All right. So we're just.
What it
So
is
this conversation
I want
is essentially going to happen next session, if you will. But we're just deciding early so that you have time to plan everything else.
what it is the main reason that we skipped those 2 weeks right now, and I'll just tell you this in straight up story design, is like I said, I want you guys to have a big choice that will change the adventure at the end of each session. That's why we're kind of skipping to the end of 3 weeks, and then at the start of the next session, we're going to cover what you guys have been up to.
Okay.
Is I wanted to be able to give you guys that decision so that I can write that.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yep, I
that's
figured that was
fair.
why.
I'm just letting you know that's why we're kind of doing the Tarantino shit.
No, I figured that was why.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, My lord, then in this case, I feel that it would be more prudent for us to help save your village from whatever is causing this phenomena.
He gives a small smile and he says, I greatly appreciate it. I sincerely hope that it does not truly require saving.
If it does, you know we're good for the job.
He just kind of nods. And then, with that assigned, he leaves the details to Giselle and he pulls up his cloak. He pulls up his hood and a cloak. He's also not wearing his like red and black armor when he came here.
God, I hope
That's
not.
Aw.
Bad
I thought
joke.
he was just gonna smoke bomb.
No. And he takes his leave.